We are here with Infinity Tower D&D. It's a Tuesday. It's good to see you guys, and we are ready to play some games. Can they see anybody else or just me?
Just you.
Okay. No, that's, I don't mind. I almost did my hair today and stuff like that.
There you go.
Okay. Hey guys, they can see you now. Just so you know, they'll know what you're drinking. They'll know what you're looking at, which is probably the feed. So let's do our promos so we get that out of the way. We have Ambient Realms, which you should check out at ambientrealms.com. They do ambient sounds and effects for your game, such as, here's a cool track we found earlier today. See, it's got like a nice flair to it. You can put that in the back of your game, just relax, have fun. Or if you need to pep it up and make some sounds, then you could always have like a... I'm the worst at operating this board, I swear. There's just no hope. Alright, don't worry. There are people out there who are professional sound people that do other stuff. It's not just like hilarious hijinks like when I touch the board. This is not that hard to operate. It's just me. So we'll just go back to that for a little bit. Okay.
So far, so good. Because there's a show far.
Yeah. Okay, and check out Ambient Realms because they support Huntington's Disease Society of America and Autism Speaks. Arknight. Look at them at arknight.com. They do flat plastic minis, which I didn't grab at all tonight, but they have them. They exist. They are minis that are flat and plastic, and you should check them out at arknight.com. We do giveaways for every 25 followers and every 5 subscribers, so at some point when we reach some number of followers and subscribers, we will give something away. So if you want to follow us, great. We'd love that. Okay, plans for this week. Tomorrow we have Adrenochrome. Hey, Kat.
Yes. Hi. Tomorrow it is going to be a game hosted by Jim. You will not be seeing me on camera. I'm totally going to be behind the scenes. I am actually going to be doing live theme music. It's a dry run for a project I'm working on. I want to see how well it works.
Is this on the guitar or what's it on?
I'm actually going to be doing a synth score that will be hopefully Vangelis-esque because the game is based off of Blade Runner.
And salty tweeting? No? Are you going to be tweeting while you're doing this?
I will be trying my best to tweet as well, but
you'll be playing an actual instrument, so that's not quite
I'll be playing an actual instrument, too, right. So we'll see.
Okay.
We'll see how many balls I can juggle.
Probably tons. You'll do great. It's going to be fun, right?
That's always the plan. And the Adrenochrome blog is live now, so if you're wondering, are you living in a post-apocalyptic world yourself right now, yet you are unaware of it? The blog has the answers, kids.
Okay, and what is the address of the blog?
I don't know.
Okay, can they find it on the Time to Tabletop website?
We're working on that.
Okay,
this happened like last night.
So you got to tweet it to everybody.
I only found out that there was a blog a couple days ago, and I was like...
I found out yesterday.
I was like, I guess I should do that then, since it already exists.
Okay, so you can tweet everybody the address of your blog, and then they will know where to look for your content?
Yes, once it's actually...
No pressure. No pressure. But in general, people will find it.
I know it's through WordPress.
Jim, if you want to watch the show...
come on.
It's true. It's a WordPress site, so...
Cool.
Look for Adrenochrome blog on it.
Yeah, some of us just like blogging and blog all the time because we're supposed to be working, and others, you got to go find your address.
I'm not time to blog, but I want to.
I like writing the blogs okay, but I've got no idea how to locate them afterwards. It's just throwing bottles into the ether and hoping somebody finds one.
Well, sometime we're not playing D&D. We can totally talk about opinions on that if you're interested, but I don't want to just tell you what I do. And then Thursday, we have new Trippers, so look forward for Scooter for that, but it's a little bit later from now on. It's going to start at 7. I think the real reason so they get half an hour to just talk where they don't feel like they're supposed to start something. So pretty much,
That's very, very good. Very good explanation.
So if you were to watch new Trippers, watch it at 7 and nothing will have changed. If you watch it at 6:30, still exactly the same thing. There will be people doing the stuff they do every Thursday at 6:30. But you're supposed to watch the show starting at 7. I was told to read that.
Adrenochrome, on the other hand, doesn't start until 7. So if you tune in at 6:30, you're either going to see a channel we're hosting or you're going to hear the rockin' Adrenochrome 3 theme music for half an hour.
But they won't be late.
No, you will not be late.
So there's that, right? I mean,
if you want to listen to the theme music on a loop,
please.
Right.
Go for it.
There we go. Okay, check us out at timetotabletop.com. Follow us on Twitch. Comment, give us ideas, and we like to hashtag Infinity Tower. If you want to do that too, hey, go for it. I mean, why not? It doesn't have to be related. We'll probably end up seeing it if you do. So there's some really weird hashtags out there. I got to say that. Infinity Tower is not that dangerous. I mean, if we keep it that way, great. But if there's something you really want us to see, that's a good way to do it. Okay, so last time on the Infinity Tower, the crew fought their way through the wreck of the Baracus, which was a pirate vessel, to fight the burning Revenant Velok. The crew retrieved the Shield of Morning, which is a powerful relic of Palor that would allow them to drive back the darkness beneath the Dwarven ruins. Some mixed tense there. Returning to the tower, the party celebrated with one exception. Embers has not been seen since her return to the tower. So we have the super condensed version of things there, and we are in the action. We are doing stuff. We're in the tower. Now, you both are later risers. So you got kind of unceremoniously woken up this morning, where Arvin came in and hurriedly explained to both of you that he has divine instruction. He feels like he has an actual... He's been given a vision that the problem he's having with the Shield of Morning, which you haven't been able to see him really attuned to or manifesting the powers of, he seems to be blocked spiritually. He's not really sure what to do with it, so his best idea he's come up with so far is to go back to Eastkeep, where he has the High Priestess that he's had the most success and most contact with, Asana Leoran, and try to talk to her about what he can do to activate this relic properly. So with that, he's taken his gear and left very abruptly in the middle of the morning to go do his best to unlock the secrets of this shield, because without it, going into the Dwarven ruins is really going to be quite hazardous. So we are on the morning after your celebratory party following defeat of Velok. So now that you've both been woken up and kind of like startled into all this, yeah, it's like 7 o'clock in the morning. It's like,
What the heck?
I know, Aurora probably just went to sleep.
Early riser. Okay. Well, I guess I'll grab a quick breakfast, and I want to go get the white dragonhide armor,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go get Embers to do that.
Okay, so you go get breakfast, no problem there. You're up for a while. Are you going to get up and eat breakfast, or are you rolling back over, going back to sleep?
I'll roll over and go back to sleep.
Back to sleep.
That seems likely for her.
That seems likely. So you would get your breakfast, no problems there. Gadsfellow has everything prepared. It looks like he's been making breakfast previously, maybe for Arvin, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then now you go find Embers. You go over to her room. No answer.
Touch one of those stones.
Okay.
Hey, Embers! Embers! Let's get the armor!
So you clearly hear Theophraxis yelling down the hall.
Theophraxis, everybody can hear that.
I know! That's what I'm hoping for. Have you seen Embers?
No.
Faxman says, I haven't seen her either.
I'll knock on the door a little louder.
Have you tried her room?
No, I hadn't thought of that. That's a good point. Let me give that a shot real quick.
She's not in the library.
I'll knock again. Okay, I'll open up the door just a little crack and peek.
Yeah, it freely opens. Bolt wasn't thrown, anything like that. The bed's, like clean. Sheets are folded up on top of it. There's a small dresser there that looks emptied. There's a chest with the lid's turned up on. None of her personal possessions are here. The Argent brand is sitting on top of the bed.
Hey, Aurora.
What?
She's gone.
What?
Did she take the dress?
Is the dress still there?
There's no dress.
No, the dress isn't here, but the Argent brand is here, and all her stuff is gone.
There was a dress in the library.
Oh, damn it.
Okay.
I go to the library.
Okay, you
Just
go to the
gonna
library.
look around her room in a not invasive sort of way, like if there's like a letter or something like that.
Okay, so you're in the library.
Yeah.
Right. There are several books that are piled up on top, where it looks like somebody just left a pile of books on the library table.
Okay.
They all look like books that Embers has been recently reading. There is also the dress.
It's a perfectly good dress. Don't feel bad, little dress. She pets the dress. You'll be loved. You'll be loved.
It's kind of a satiny black dress. It's a nice dress.
Dress.
Yeah, poor dress.
I put the dress
Faxburn
away.
comes down the hall to where you're standing in front of Ember's room.
And there you go.
He just looks kind of concerned and a little bit harried, like maybe he's come down kind of quickly. So she's gone. Well,
I'm assuming. Did she say anything to you?
no. It's not terribly surprising, but
What do you mean?
I think Empress has. She's still trying to figure herself out and where she wants to be and things like that. I don't know if this was ever a perfect fit for her, but I was hoping.
I
was
was
hoping
too. Okay. All right. Guess I'll get her armor and pack it away in case she shows up again.
Aurora shows up wearing the dress. Black dress.
That's a neat dress.
Thanks.
It does look nice, yes.
Thank you. It basically fits either of us, you know. It wouldn't work for you. Number one, it's too big. Number two, you don't have a tail. So, is nobody else taking the Argent brand? Because I will take it.
Wow, I've got... Why don't you carry it for now? That's the moon thing, right? Yeah.
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 Da 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 da.
That's a... Sailor Aura.
Yeah.
She will punish you.
Wow. I didn't get it at all. I'm sorry, guys. I'm terrible.
Can't remember the lyrics to the song, otherwise
That's
I'll
a good thing.
The Japanese lyrics are the. Okay, I'm gonna stop.
Aurora grabs the Argent brand. And
Okay.
right.
Yep, you have the Argent brand.
Well, this sucks.
I forget what this thing does. But that's alright.
Moonbeam.
Moonbeams, right?
Yeah, moonbeams.
What if you have to be an arcane magic user to use it?
I don't know.
You're gonna have to attune to it and find out.
Yeah. Oh, it is an attunement item.
Definitely.
Well, I have to go into town and get some stuff and get an order. Put in another order for something I want. I know, really boring, right? Why don't you go play with your moonbeam,
Okay.
and I'll go get the. I gotta go pick up the stuff I need to get.
Uh-huh. Cool. I am gonna do a beer run.
Oh, where to?
Well, wherever I feel like. Wherever they need beer. Wherever they need beer, I will be there.
That sounds like fun, maybe. Can we stop and at least pick up the armor before we go?
Sure.
Because I'll go with that. That sounds like awesome. That sounds awesome. Let's do it.
Cool. I'll check and see where they need beer right now.
You put it into your D&D Beyond, by the way.
Oh, the Argent brand?
Yeah, so if you need to look at it.
Sweet.
It's probably the easiest way for me to give you the details.
Yeah, thank you.
Here's your
Yeah.
brand.
That's right. So you were going to Eastkeep.
I'll go to get the armor first.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
That'd be a serious portal entry.
I thunder waved your head.
Why on earth?
Damn!
Why on earth?
I got a
Am
little
I
excited
still
about the
allowed?
dragon armor. Sorry, guys.
Why am I still allowed? Nope. The worst part is that is a button I specifically mapped to do one thing. I had one job. That was it. That was all that was supposed to do.
You know?
Okay, so great. Let's not do that
Has that
twice,
lingering
or
thunder
3
something,
times, or 4 times. Yeah. Right.
Did you put it in my inventory? Up
I put it in your inventory.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Inventory.
Let's see if I can do it this time.
There, guys.
Hands off. That's the way to go. Okay. You just gotta recheck your port mappings or your song mappings. Make sure you remember what everything is when you come back to it. Okay, so you guys get on your way. On your way to Eastkeep. I do like using that guitar for town scenes now.
It's awesome.
I'm getting really addicted to it. So you make your way to Eastkeep.
Yep.
You're in that forward market like you usually are, the North Market. And you are going to go to the market, or pardon me, not to the market, you're going to go find the armor.
The armor, yeah.
So you're going to Flatwell Arms.
Yep.
Sorry.
Okay.
Fly landed on my
Oh,
hand.
okay, yeah. Okay, so you go to Flatwell Arms. It's early in the morning. You know, for them, it's like the doors are opening, but they've already got the forge is stoked. It's pretty warm inside. They're cutting some leather and they're doing some other work as you come in.
Yeah.
And Shomer, the large, kind of beefy human, and then Holgar, your old master, they're both there. Holgar turns around and kind of points at you with his gnarled up finger and says, "You're back."
Yeah, morning.
She said she'd be by to pick it up.
Yeah.
Hands you
She?
the armor packet, puts it on the table.
She?
Your friend, the scary one. She was here yesterday.
Oh, she got her armor already?
And Shomer says, yep, gave it to her yesterday.
Was she okay?
Seemed fine.
Did she say where she was going or anything?
No?
Huh. Okay. Alright. Well, take the armor, look at it.
It's nice.
Does it look nice? It's made to the specifications.
It's thick, it's heavy. It's not like a standard leather armor. It's like a hide armor.
Okay.
But looks good. Shows off the white dragon hide well.
Awesome.
Yeah, looks like it'll fit you nicely.
Cool. This looks awesome. I can't wait to try it out.
Well, I guess we could turn around if you want to do that. That's fine. They go back to what they're doing.
Contemplate it for a minute. Nah, it's okay. I'll spare you guys the torture.
All right, that's fine. Well, if you ever need anything like that done again, that was an interesting challenge. It was good to work with Dragonhide.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, what other kinds of things can you make armor out of? I mean, are there any particular materials that you'd be interested in working in? Maybe while I'm out and about, if I stumble on some of it, maybe collect it up.
And Shomer's like scratching his head. I don't really know that much about different kinds of hides. I mean, Holgar, what would we make armor out of? And Holgar says, Dragonhide's good because dragons are magical. They're strong. It's a good armor to work with. Good leather. Other things, a lot of it's cosmetic. If you find something you think looks good, I mean, I guess you can do that.
Okay.
I can't think of any other really great ideas for you right now.
All right. Well, I'll think of something too. I've seen some neat things. I don't know if paint good armor though, but they looked pretty, or they looked interesting. We'll try that maybe sometime.
Most things that have a hide, we can cure it, treat it, no problem.
Cool. All right. Well, thanks for the work. It looks great. Like I said, I guess I'll see you guys later.
All right, you're welcome.
All right.
So you now have white dragon hide armor.
Yeah. So I'll be looking at it and oohing and eyeing and drooling over it as I walk back to my gnome place.
Cozy Hollow?
Yeah,
Yep.
Cozy Hollow.
Okay, so hide armor is AC 12 plus Dex, and then it gives you resistance to cold damage. So look forward to that. Okay, Aurora, where are you going in East Keep?
Actually, I'd probably go to Tabor's Tavern first and see if they need more beer.
You're going to go all the way up to Northwall?
Yeah. I mean, that's easy.
Okay. So Theophraxis is back in that other place he's at, doing the thing with the stuff. He's in East Keep, checking in with the armory, and while he's doing that, you are in Northwall. Let's see if I can get the button this time. So much better than last time. Alright, so you're in Northwall.
Oh crap, I'm in danger.
Does it sound dangerous-y? It's kind of cool, right? I'll save this one then for when we start doing our adventuring beer running scenes. We'll do this. Okay, so you're in Northwall.
Okay.
You've made it there. You're in that segment that's kind of like outside of where the lighthouse is, between the docks and the military compound.
Okay.
So, and you're going to go over to Tabor's Tavern.
Yeah.
Okay, you go over there. Tabor's Tavern is mostly put together. It looks like, the door frame has been re-centered, like it's been put back together.
Yeah.
One of the windows is still out and has been boarded over, and it looks like inside there are a couple of broken stools and some glass and things like that, but it's still mostly there.
Hey, Tabor.
How are things?
Good, good, good. Is the beer selling?
Oh, it's been going pretty well.
Great. Would you like to re-up your order?
Yes, I think I do.
Okay. How much would you like?
How much can you bring back at a time?
Well, let's see. How much does a cask weigh?
I don't know. What do we want to say? 25 pounds for round math?
Put in my bags of holding.
Sort of plan, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And those can hold up to 500. If we had 2 bags.
So you probably have a bag and a half.
Yeah. So
So we're thinking like 30 casks? Is
yeah,
that
we
what
could
you
do
think?
30. Up to 30.
Yeah, I'll do that. I actually had the commander come down from the army fortress. She bought up quite a few casks for me.
Great, great.
Yeah.
So I don't have any idea how much to charge per cask.
Well, that's a
honestly.
great question. Let's try to come up with some ideas. What do we have?
Maybe 5 gold for all of it.
I think they were charging you 5 gold a cask last time. Does that sound right?
I think so.
I want to say that's what Eula charged you.
That's what Ula charged me.
Charged you, right. So then you got to think about how much you want to charge other people based on that.
Right. So if I was trying to get a gold for myself per,
Mm-hmm.
then that would be 6 per. And how many did I say? 30 casks.
Yeah.
Okay.
180?
180. So I tell him 180.
I can do that. He goes in the back and you hear some things clinking and breaking and being thrown around just a little bit. And he comes back out, hands you a small bag of money.
Great. I will be back momentarily. Hopefully within the next hour or so.
Doesn't even make sense.
Magic.
I guess so. I can see why, yeah. I mean, how could you beat the price?
You know why we killed Queen? Right.
Okay, so I'm sure I could get that done and then get back to Eastkeep before he's even gotten his armor.
Maybe. It depends on how much he's like looking at himself in the looking glass and flexing and things like that. But yeah, you never know.
Some of that game right now.
So you go to Eastkeep. And of course, the real issue there is you've got to get to Eula and get actual beer.
Yeah, that is the plan.
Yep. So you're in Eastkeep.
But I have to grab him first because we need 2 bags of holding for this whole thing.
Oh,
Yes.
I see. Got
2
it.
bags of holy honey.
So you go to Eastkeep, and then you go to Cozy Hollow.
Yeah,
Yep. Where everything is small and gnome-sized
Right.
and so forth.
it's okay. I'm very flexible.
Yeah, she can crawl.
There is
crawl around.
that. Okay, why don't you go ahead and make an acrobatics check.
Okay.
See how much you're going to enjoy sneaking through Cozy Hollow.
There's a cat. There's a cat. Run away.
20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're able to do it, but yes, it's an unsettling predatory moment for everyone else in the area as you're contorting yourself down into the tunnels.
I'm being super friendly about it though, so if somebody like screams and drops their stuff, it's like, is this the way to Theophraxis right over here?
That's
Is this...
Yeah, luckily they build the ceilings a little bit high, but you're basically stooped like this for most of the remainder of your journey
Yeah.
in Cozy Hollow. Okay, so Theophraxis.
I want to be. God, see, I'm going to see Dingle.
Okay, that's interesting. That's a good choice, yeah.
Why can I never remember anyone's name?
You could just tell me what you're trying to do, and maybe I'll remember who they
I
are.
went the.
Shindibble? Are you talking about Shindibble?
Yeah, the guy who did my gun last time.
Yeah, Shindibble is the
Shindibble.
artificer who lives down the hall.
Shindibble.
I don't have any of that written down.
I'm putting them on the reference document in case it comes up again, because I have all my internal notes, but I've been trying to share more with you guys, so.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I'm going to see Shindibble.
Okay, you go to see Shindibble.
Shindibble friend.
Theophraxis.
Hey. So that work he did for me on the pistol, it's great. It works wonderful. I can tell you stories about some.
I
good
knew it would
stories
work
about
well.
it.
That's
Yeah,
great.
It did really well. So wondering if you could do another bit of work for me.
What's that?
Well, we keep running into how can I say this? Dead rotting things that want to eat us.
All right.
And I'm wondering if you could maybe soup up another pistol that would be more effective against dead things.
Well, what would you want it to do?
Well, player to GM haven't caused radiant damage. I don't know if he would know to say that though. Cause radiant damage? Something bright, something energetic, something
He's
that'll-
thinking to himself, kind of scratching his head.
Is that even possible?
I don't know that I know how to do that. Sounds like something possible, but I've never tried to do that.
Do you know anyone who could? Who might know how to do it?
Priests? I mean,
Oh, that's a good one. About that.
I don't know.
Okay.
Know who to talk to about that.
Okay. That's fine. Maybe for now. Well, yeah. Okay. I did take some. He was part of the
Finder Society.
The Finder Society.
Yeah, he is.
So I've been also looking into the engine. I've taken a lot of really good notes about mechanics.
Great.
And how sailors row boats and things like that. And took very detailed drawings of the mechanics and their movements and things like that. And I'm pretty sure we can adapt that somehow into some kind of working engine piece thing. So I'm very excited about that. And I'll take all my papers. Like, I got this drawing, I got this drawing, I got this drawing.
He's putting them all down on the table, and he takes out his glasses, and he's pulling them down and trying to wipe some things off of them and looking at them intently.
So you see how the mechanics, how the arm works, and I'll point out
Yes.
the details and things like that.
Yes.
And you know what's good is, from a mechanical standpoint, you won't have as many troubles, or potentially as many troubles, as we had with the sailors. Some of them were very upset, but they didn't like where we were going. That's okay. It's no big deal.
But it wasn't about the mechanics.
No. It was social stuff. They got angry. They got hurt. They got angry because they got hurt. That kind of thing. So we paid them all off. So
Are you thinking like it would move forward and it would just pull the air with it? Something like that?
that's what I'm thinking, yeah. If we could figure something like that out, yeah. Maybe big enough, you know, like wings or something. I don't know, just some ideas. I'm trying to look in at nature to figure out what nature is doing, and then maybe somehow apply that to
That's
to
clever.
this idea.
That's clever. Hmm.
That's my idea. Maybe it's bad. I don't know.
It's a new idea, so that's good.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you can't do the radiant thing, then I guess
I'll give it some thought. Maybe I can come up with something, but I've never done it before.
Okay. Well, if you want to experiment with it, I'm willing to buy a pistol for you to experiment with, and if it doesn't turn out, you know, it's just I lose the pistol, no big deal.
Sure.
But if
I can
it
take a look
works,
something.
maybe a discount.
Well, if anything, if I'm working on it, I'm going to be working more.
Yeah, that's true. Suppose. What about the friend of the secret society discount? It's got to be one of those, right? Because there's
The
cake.
secret society keeps saying it.
I only said I didn't say the name, and I didn't tell anyone about it either. I've been very, very good about this.
It's been about a week.
Yeah, that's very good.
I don't know, but if you see a pistol, let me know and we'll work on that, I suppose.
Okay, sounds great. All right, I'll catch up with you later then.
All right.
I'll head on out.
Head on out. Aurora is awkwardly squeezed in the hallway outside of your apartment.
Hey, want to go make
Hey.
30 gold pieces?
Sure.
Okay.
Be
come on.
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
be on.
So I found out more about Embers.
Here's the 30 gold pieces.
Oh. Okay. Cool.
I'm paying you 100% up front and 0% after we're done.
That's probably the way to do that.
Uh-huh. Okay. What now? Embers?
Yeah, she already picked up her armor.
Uh-huh.
Like yesterday.
Okay.
So she's like gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure she was Futuria.
Why do you think that?
In disguise.
Can she do that?
I know,
That'd explain a few things, I guess.
right?
Yeah.
Think about it. Did you ever see Embers and Futuria in the same place at the same time?
No.
Mm-hmm. Other question. Did you ever see either of them in the same place at the same time with a gold dragon?
No.
Uh-huh.
So you're saying they're all gold dragons?
Yes.
So,
compelling.
so there's gold dragon has been walking around with us this whole time?
Yep.
That's cool.
Right?
That makes us neat and
Yeah, I
special.
think so.
Yeah. Maybe we can find out who this gold dragon is.
I think it might be Grandmaster Cypress.
Who's that?
Grandmaster Cypress is the founder of my monastic order.
Cool.
Makes sense to me.
That's neat.
Mm.
What if it's like Palor or something? Or some
Taylor
form of
doesn't
Palor.
exist.
Don't say that in front of
Yeah,
our sun
I'm not going to.
worshipper. Okay. So beer.
Yes.
Beer. Okay. Well, let's do it.
Okay, you make it outside into the city, and you go to McBrewer's Beers, correct?
Yeah.
So you get there.
Yeah.
It's early morning, so of course they're up. And Ruther McBrewer lets you in, gives you a firm handshake.
I return a slightly less firm handshake. I'm not as strong as this dwarf, but I try my best.
And he looks at you,
Hello.
handshake, grabs you around the back. It's good to see you again, son.
Yeah. Good to see you.
So, we're here to buy.
It's like slapping Oak. He's just standing there. It's great.
We're here to buy 30 kegs of beer.
Wrestling.
It's a good start to the morning. Let me go get Eula. She'll handle all this. And he goes back over to... He, like, rings a bell and goes back over to what he was doing before, which is taking a mug out of one of the big beer brewing... I don't know what the word is, cauldrons, and starts drinking it.
Is it good?
Yes.
Coming along good?
I think it's coming along really well.
Excellent, excellent.
Is this like an October ale?
No. Not really, but...
More like a December ale?
Summer wheat.
I feel like you're just making things up.
Summer tea.
It's just normal McBrewer's beer. What do we need all this fancy beer for?
Fancy beer's yummy.
It's like you're trying to trick people into drinking the beer. He's just drinking the beer.
Wow.
And Eula comes out. Aurora.
Eula?
Theo Praxis.
Yes! Very good! Yes, that's me.
I never forget a name. It's really important. One of those business skills you need to really learn if you want to make the most out of personal small businesses.
I can tell you my whole name if you want a challenge.
Oh, I'd like to hear your whole name.
Yeah, I would too.
So, with that in mind, what are you here for and how much of it do you need?
I'm here for kegs of beer, and I need 30 of them.
The small kegs?
I believe those are small.
Not like a tavern room keg. You just want like a normal size traveling keg.
Is that what I bought last time?
Yeah, you're never going to be able to fit a barrel in the bag of holding.
the travel kegs.
Yes, excellent. Sure.
Because for transportation purposes, I can't really...
Should I bother putting them on a wagon this time?
Oh, don't put them in a wagon. We're going to take them out.
Why don't you just walk back with me?
Okay.
All right.
Hey. As you're walking back, she detours to her office. All right, so we talked about this last time.
Form for me to try to try a little sip as we're going through the place.
Ask her. It's her beer.
Do you give out samples?
No, no samples.
Ah. All right.
When you make that sound, you know it's good enough you would have paid for it. Just buy 31 kegs of beer.
All right, fair enough. 31 kegs it is.
Sounds good.
All right, so 31 kegs of beer at Aurora's price.
Mm-hmm.
All right. She has her own price.
I have a price.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay,
Which is great.
155 gold.
Okay. And I provide the 150. Well, I need to get 5 points back from you. But
And you guys make all that happen, and she tallies it up all on her ledger, and she writes out a receipt before anybody says anything and hands it back to you. Says, all right, let's go back to the store and we'll pick those up.
Cool.
And on her way, she like slaps one of her nephews on the side and says, come on, come pick this up. He comes over now. You guys are just going to hold your bags open and have them put casks of beer in it?
Much.
yeah.
They do that.
Load it up.
Yep, they do that. There's like that sense where you imagine it's heavy and you imagine it's like bulging somewhere in the ether, but
But it's not.
it's not. It's totally normal, just full of beer.
Okay.
Good thing you don't have to like try to figure out where the other stuff is in the bag and get it packed.
I'm gonna,
Magic.
Oh, be careful! Don't break it.
I'm gonna do a performance like it's really heavy and I'm having a hard time moving it.
All right, go ahead.
Like just kind of dragging it.
Sure, go for it.
Nice.
That is a 25.
Okay.
It is so convincing. I'm going to help her.
Eula's nephew
yours
goes
heavy?
to like taking a refreshing drink of beer to like fortify himself for picking up the rest of the cakes and spits beer out of his nose, little foam coming out into his beard. Oh, that was good.
Thanks.
And then he goes and picks up another glass. Puts it in. All right. So you guys are loaded down with 31 kegs of beer.
Yeah. Keeping a keg.
All right.
Keeping a keg. Keeping a keg.
So Eula says, "All right. Anything more?"
That's it for today. I'm gonna try to explore a few new revenues as well. Are there any species you would prefer to not do business with?
That is an odd question.
Well, I just mean like
Orcs,
orcs, dragons, kobolds.
zombies.
Do they have money for beer?
I mean, the dragons definitely would. Orcs, depending on if they've done a raid recently, I'd imagine they probably have money.
Fair enough.
Whether or not they'd be reliable to pay us the money is.
I don't know if you really want to go around trying to sell beer to orcs in this area.
I don't know that thing.
Still making it
Nice.
really difficult for the travel, except for through the mountains.
Yeah, I mean, but if they got really, really drunk, I don't know how well they handle alcohol because honestly, I doubt people very often provide them alcohol.
I know, right? You should steal it.
We could win the war this way.
That's what I'm thinking. Provide them as much beer as they want. we could single-handedly wrap
Well, I
up
mean, we're
this
going
whole
to
thing.
sell it to them.
Right, no, I understand.
Yeah.
Right, you're still paying me up front when you try this.
Oh,
right?
yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I always pay it.
The dragon sounds like a good idea. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah, especially if you can find like a copper dragon. I've heard that they're like a fun time.
Are they?
And that's what Grandmaster Cypress always said.
The gold dragon.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you trust the gold dragon?
You can trust a gold dragon.
The mountain dwarves are already a pretty good source of revenue. They're already bringing in quite a bit.
True, and I'm going to run by them and see if they need a re-up on their beer today, too. So first I'm going to the humans over in Northwall. Later on, down to Tolkazad.
Today.
See what I can rumble up. Yeah. Magic.
Yeah, it's efficient. It's
It's
making
very
things quite a bit
efficient way.
faster. You know, usually the East Keepers, they don't like it when you're using travel magic for things that aren't military. So
Well, you
it's
know,
good for you that it works out so well.
I mean, the East Keepers probably don't like it, but I don't care either. I don't know if I'm like, might be in some trouble if I tried to pull this in Bear's Cross.
Let me know if you do, because I have a shipment for Bear's Cross.
Oh, you do? Okay, yeah, I'll do Bear's Cross.
We all.
Yeah, I don't care.
They're
You
kind of
never wanna
overdue
eat
for a
them
shipment.
there.
They wouldn't mind that at all.
Great, yeah. We'll go to Bear's Cross next. But
Right.
first I'm bringing this up to Northwall.
We
That
gotta-
can...
Well, we got to party a little bit too, right? I mean, we're gonna have some of it, right?
So,
We're gonna carry all this beer around. And we're not gonna have any.
I mean, let's do business first.
Who are you?
It is pretty unusual, but have you ever been south? Have you ever gone south out of East Keep to the river crossing?
No, I've never gone. I don't think I've ever been to the river crossing. I've been north. I'm originally obviously from the Tabaxi lands.
Yeah, but they might do some trading off of the river. I'm not really sure what all goes on that way. I know a lot of things go south from the river, but I wonder. We had a problem a while back with some shipments being stolen. We stopped using that trade route.
You know what? We'll check that trade route
Yeah.
for you.
I might have to talk with you about it more later. Let me see if I can go talk to a couple other people I know that have had problems over there.
Cool.
We'll probably see you around soon, right?
Yeah,
I
we'll
guess,
be
yeah.
back in an hour or two, depending on how
She's
much
like
we
taking her
party.
apron off and throwing it on the table. All right. I'll see you when I get back.
All right.
See you then.
So,
I'm gonna tap one of the kegs, the keg we bought for ourselves, and get
Uh-huh.
a beer out of it. And
okay. When you start like looking for stuff, Eula's nephew comes over and goes, "Dude," knocks it for you.
Ah, yeah. Thank you. And I give him a,
Yeah.
here you go. Have a bottle.
He's like pointing at his mug.
Yeah.
He's like, "No, it's all right. Don't worry.
All right.
That's most of why I work here."
What's the name of it? River or something?
River crossing.
River crossing. I should open that thing.
What do I need to hit the river crossing? Is that not listed on
I don't know
the
if it's
south
listed there or
wall
not.
part of East Keep?
I don't know if much of anything's listed in Southwall right now.
Or, I'm sorry, not
South
South
Hold.
Wall. East Keep. South Hold isn't really on here very much.
Yeah. Alright. There's the south gate. Oops. Somebody's typing. Okay.
Hey, ta-da! It's like there's stuff.
I'm probably
Suddenly, words appeared out of nowhere.
River
You
Crossing
know,
Ferry.
That's what you do. Big benefit of Google Docs. Google Docs are a great asset to a game.
Get that.
So something bad's happening down at the River Crossing Ferry. But first we've got to deliver this beer.
You have so many things to do today, really. Okay,
It's like my weekend.
so you're gonna go to Northwall.
Yeah.
All right. Are you just gonna do it right there in the McBrewer's beer? Or are you gonna go out in the street? What's your plan here?
No, you're outside the wall like we usually do.
We could just go into Cozy Hollow.
Yeah, I guess we could go out through my room.
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
just do that.
Do that.
Does your room have surprisingly high ceilings in case of fire and smoke and things like that?
No.
Okay. So
It's an apartment.
you're in the room and you're opening the portal. You duck down. Elbow crawl through. No, it's not
It
that.
tears a hole in the ceiling. People fall down through it.
That would have also been fun. But you make your way to Northwall.
Okay. So
Oh, that's where we're going as well.
Yeah.
We'll
So
have to go to the tower, then
so we go to
Northwall.
Tabor's
right,
Tavern.
that's right. Yeah. So I should have pushed the button twice, but once is enough for me to mess it up. So you go to
This
Tabor's
is
Tavern.
lightning.
It's getting a little more lively, but it's still morning time, and he's really just mostly sweeping up glass and things like that.
Okay.
You're back
Yep.
very quickly. That's great.
We deliver.
I think you really do.
It's
So-
pretty great. What you can do when you combine elemental magic with
No
gnomish
efficiency.
know-how.
Yeah, well,
Let
if
me
you've ever been
explain.
out...
Imagine an ant walking across a string, okay?
Alright.
And you push the string together, and then the ant's able to just walk over what would normally be like a very long length of string, then you pull it back apart. I'm an ant.
Alright, that sounds pretty deep. I don't think I got that, but you got the beer, so that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah. We're doing it.
Probably right back here behind the bar.
All right.
And he helps you take all these casks and load
Wait,
them
not
up.
that one. We already tapped that one. Here.
All right. Yep.
There'll still be 30. We just,
Yeah, we
you know,
bought an extra one for
brought an
ourselves.
extra one for our own recreation.
Thirsty work.
needs. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I understand. He puts them all up. That's great. Thanks.
Welcome. When should I stop by for a re-up, do you think?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, the last order was what, like 10?
You only ordered 4 last time.
Was it only 4 last time? Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that went so quick. The military bought a lot of it.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going to happen.
So say maybe if we start doing this bi-monthly.
I mean, sure.
Okay, great. I will see you in a fortnight.
That's great.
I'm still wearing my pirate clothes, by the way. That is
Knowing
my
you, I
new-
didn't really doubt that, so that's excellent. Okay.
I, on the other hand, am wearing a fancy black dress right now.
You are wearing a fancy black dress right now, which is excellent. As you go out of Tabor's Tavern to, it's not the
look awesome.
leashed overcast day or anything like that, but you get a pretty good glance out into the harbor, and there is one like island that rises up like a little mound, and you can see it is just covered with ramshackle metal like plates and panels and so forth, and there are steam pipes and chimneys coming out of it all over the place.
That
It is a
must
crazy
be
mess.
Steam Island.
Yeah, and it is exuding steam everywhere.
Oh, that's a beautiful looking place. Look at that. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah.
That's gnome invention right there.
If you're into it, I guess.
Oh,
It is a-
It just occurs to me, we probably look like the Fleetwood Mac Rumors cover, except you're very short.
awesome.
It sounds likely. We may have to Google that and put your faces on it later.
You're Tiny Mick!
Oh,
Mick Fleetwood.
better than Pickle Mick.
You will be Pickle Mick soon. Sorry,
You
it's
guys,
already gone off the rails.
it's okay. That's what we were expecting, that, right? I mean, wasn't that really the goal?
So do you want to go over to Clanky Town over there?
I would love to go over to Clanky Town. I don't know what's there, but I want to check it out at least. Maybe they can do something with the gun idea I have.
Maybe.
Although they're not really priests over there.
I mean, we're also
Probably someone
supposed to
from
be doing
Keeler,
something
actually.
down at River Crossing Ferry.
Well, let's get the work done out of the way first, and then we can come back here. I mean, I know how to get here now. Now they know what it looks like. We can
Yeah,
come back
now you
anytime.
know.
Who knows? Maybe I can get to use this and I'll pull out the rocket. Because I'm really dying to use this thing.
I thought you burned that thing out.
This is a smaller one. And it goes boom when it hits things.
It is quite a bit smaller. So there is that. This one's like the size of his rifle versus the other one, which was, too tall to carry.
Like a dog.
And so there's that. You can make a perception check. This is just for Theophrax. It's just for fun. Because I don't think Aurora cares.
Oh! 5.
Okay, cool. And Aurora doesn't care either way, I don't think so.
Probably
Not that important.
I'm
This is
sorry, I lied. 8. But
Unless
still.
something exploded, in which case I might notice.
something extremely boring for gnomes. You notice that gnomes are boring. That's probably what you noticed. All right. Well, that's okay. I just wanted to see if you'd roll a 20 or something really cool like that. But we're good.
Anything going on the Steam Island?
Yeah.
Anything exploding? Anything shooting out the sky?
There is steam shooting out, like making gentle clouds. Yeah, and there's some like darker fumes and so forth too. There's probably quite a bit of things going on
What's
there.
going on over there? Bet they got lots of stuff going on over there.
Let's see. So 21, what's going on over there?
To you, there is a barely perceptible shift of movement of the island, the steam island.
It looks like the island's moving mildly.
Moving?
I don't know. It's probably on a boat or a turtle or something.
I'm gonna stare at it.
You know that
really
the whole
closely.
world is on a turtle.
No, it's not. It's on a gigantic cog.
No, it's on a turtle,
No, it's on a
and
cog.
the turtle's on a stick,
And
and
the
there's
cog
a
is
giant beaver
on
gradually
a
eating the
sprocket.
stick.
No.
You don't know anything.
It's cogs and sprockets with steam. That's what it
No.
is.
That's just
How do you think?
intrinsic.
How do you think the
It's
stars
scientifically
move?
incorrect to say it's anything besides because the turtle moves
No,
around.
because the cogs go around and around. Just like the wheels in the wagon go round and round.
Okay, all I'm saying is that when the giant beaver eats all the way through the stick and the turtle plunges into the abyss, you're gonna know you were wrong.
Or that the axle broke and the wagon's not moving anymore. Just saying, it's cogs and sprockets.
Sure. The question is what's moving the stick. But at any rate,
I think you make that clear. Cogs.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But more importantly, what is moving the island? You said moved, right?
yeah,
You stare at
it could be on the back of a whale
Undead one.
Undead whale, clearly.
or a mechanical
Sorry,
whale.
Undead one.
A clockwork whale. I'll tell you the tale of the clockwork whale.
Okay, well I'm gonna edge my way over there a little bit closer and keep watching, see if it moves again.
You can like edge your way over to the pier
Yeah.
and like watch from the pier,
Yeah.
but you're still squinting and you're not really seeing anything more, and your eyes kind of burn from the exercise. Plus,
I think you are seeing things.
Probably.
Okay. All right. Tell you what. Let's go deliver the beer then, because
Okay.
nothing's happening.
We go through a stealthy location.
okay, that's great. Do you have in mind any particular stealthy location?
Like an alleyway behind some trash.
Yeah, you guys can totally do that. You've been doing pretty well with the idea of going in between the lighthouse and the town proper. Like basically walking out of the town proper has been working well, but sure, you guys can always do that.
Okay.
I'm sure that one sounds good.
Yeah, that sounds good. That's a sneaky play.
So,
These days, it's to open it up right in the middle of town.
yeah, you go to your sneaky place.
Probably
You
gonna get a
sneaky
lecture
open
at some point about using the tower this way. Or doesn't care.
for beer runs. Yeah, I mean, what
Never
could possibly
occurred.
be wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with it. We are bringing happiness and joy to the world.
Well, and where are you going
Joy to
now?
every boy
You're
in the
back
world.
to Eastkeep.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the McBrewers and figure out if they want us to deliver things to Bears Cross or if they want us to check out the ferry.
You get
Yeah,
back,
I think
and
you're right, what's
when
going
he
on.
opens the door, Ruther is there, and he... I just saw you.
Elemental magic, no efficiency. That's all you need to know.
No, I mean, I'm fine with that, but Eula's not back yet.
Oh,
And I daren't sell you anything while she's gone.
that's fair. Well, she said something was happening down at River Run,
The river ferry over River Crossing.
River Crossing Ferry.
It's probably been 2-3 weeks. We had a shipment try to go south there, and it was lost. Not a big shipment, but you know, it's kind of a hassle.
Did the people make it back?
The people who had the goods.
Yeah. Can we talk to them if they're...
You know, I'm thinking about it. We did this as a group with a couple of other merchants. I don't think the people came back.
Wow.
Yeah, not terribly great.
Okay. Do you have like a map of this place or something?
Yeah, we can go investigate it
We
with
can just
our
check it out,
awesome
yeah.
investigation skills.
Come on.
Yeah.
He goes back to the office and he shows
gonna
you
be
the
killing
trade
that.
route map that's sitting on Eula's desk, and he points out where Eastkeep is. And then if you went out the Southgate, which for some reason you guys never do, then if you're there's no reason to. Then there's like a long
There's
path
another
that goes
gate
down.
to this town?
Yeah. There's a long path that kind of goes along the river, and then as it hits the shortest area, there's a river ferry right there. And then he says, so if you went around that way, then you have to cross over and go to the other bank. But everything just stays right along the river, so it's easy to track. It's where they take this little jog out. They go over here, over the hill, so they get towards the seaside. That's where it gets dangerous, apparently.
So right here is where there's danger.
All right. Well, let's go get dangerous.
Is there like a town there or anything, or it's just?
Well, no,
Wilderness.
the ferry is pretty well patrolled. They've still got soldiers that are down that way, and they keep track of everything. But then when you go around towards the hills, it's mostly just people doing caravan work.
All right. I think we should just go check it out.
Okay, we're gonna
We'll
go
help
check.
out our friends.
We're gonna go check it out. You'll just let Lynn know that we did stop by, and we're gonna go check out the ferry.
And we did deliver the beer, and we're
We
back
delivered
for
the
more
beer.
beer to deliver elsewhere. But we're gonna check out the ferry first.
They're going to go look at River Crossing.
River crossing.
Yeah. Or we
Right.
could go to Eastkeep and get the money for the shipment of beer first, if you know who's getting the beer there.
But we're in Eastkeep now.
Or Bears Crossing.
Ferry crossing.
Yeah, the River Crossing ferry just went out to sea, and then someone would put it on a boat, take it to Southold. I think we were paying ship captains; they were paying us directly, and then they'd make part of their cargo. Bayers Cross, you'd be going to the Roaring Lion, but if I make an entry in this book and Eula's not here, she's going to break all of our hands.
Right. And I don't know how much it's supposed to be getting delivered to the Roaring Lion anyway, so okay, let's go to the ferry.
Go to the ferry.
You go to the ferry.
To the ferry.
Well, good luck.
Okay.
Grabs you again, claps you on the back. Yep, you take another hit point worth of damage. No, just
I can't remember his
And
name.
I wrestle him to the ground.
He's Ruther McBrewer.
Ruthen
McBrewer, sorry.
Ruthen.
Yep.
One of these days.
Eula
I'm
and
gonna
Ruthen.
like-
They're very common dwarven names. It's like the Dingle of dwarven names. Everybody should know that one.
Dwarven names.
Oh man. If anybody has gnome players, everybody's named Dingle now apparently. Would have
It's
made
like
our lives so much easier if we had that at the beginning of the game before I made up all these gnome names. Dingle is like the gnomish John, we decided.
It's the fallback, yeah.
Yeah.
The most common tabaxi name is Kill All Humans, by the way.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yep.
No, wait, I thought it was mud. It smells like mud. Apes.
Well, sure, I'm giving the most direct
Yeah,
translation.
this is why we don't play Fate, where you guys can like spend points to make things like true. We're not doing this.
I see.
Tell you to.
Hello, Kill All Stink Apes.
It's hard when you have like large families. Everybody just has a point when they're talking about somebody. Kill all stink apes. That one over there. That's great.
Stink A, Stink Ape B.
You guys. Okay, so you're going south, out of the gate to Eastkeep. The closest you ever come to this gate was the time that you guys were following Kutar, trying to figure out what sort of nefarious deeds he was up to, and that went okay, but you guys never actually got that close to this gate. The south gate to Eastkeep, for whatever reason, continues to elude you. So you find that there's that north wall section, and you've always been going in and out of the north side, or sorry, the inner wall section. And you've been going in and out this direction, around this way, but you've never bothered to go the other semicircle around the town, it seems like. So as you go around to the south gate has like a very nice exit where there's like a portcullis that looks out on the river. You can actually see it as soon as you walk out of town. So it's got like this lovely downhill view, and then you can see the river going by. It looks kind of lazy and easygoing.
This is pretty. This reminds me of
Very
home. This is
pretty.
Nice. We should go out this gate more often.
Right? Shh, no, wait. We shouldn't ever let Arvin know about this gate. This is our secret gate now.
Okay. Secret gate. No Arvin. Gotcha.
So as you're going out this way, you notice first off, there's a lot of agriculture.
It faces south, though, right? Does it face like east for the morning sun?
No, that's why it's a south gate. Right.
Is there an east gate that we can hide from Arvin too?
You guys don't know. You haven't walked around to the east either.
Maybe
So
we should find an east gate and not
Look, you're the
tell
one
Arvin
that
about
like
it.
grew up in this town, so
Yeah.
the marvels of
Oh
geography
yeah,
for
I
you.
did.
What are you gonna
I always
do?
came in and out of the burrows.
I
so
had
you
just
know.
I had just traveled down here personally because I knew my aunt Thistle ran a bookstore.
True.
You
I think
know,
Theophrax has only been here a short while. So
I
there's
have been
that.
here a short while. Just a couple of years.
What are you gonna do? I mean, there's only 2 gates, you know. I mean,
I
it's
know.
fine.
Well, it's really hard.
I
right?
had heard word that they needed dwarvish scholars when I was up in Northwall, so that's why I came back.
Okay. I came here because it was the only place I could find.
Which is fair. And I mean, who needs 2 gates?
Yeah, right. Okay, river.
Yep, all the good stuff is closer to the north gate. Okay, so you go down the south gate. As you're walking out, there's a lot of agricultural land out here. So everything to the left, you can see like lots of produce is being grown. Over to the right, same sort of thing going down towards the river shore. And on the opposite bank, there's a lot of growing again. So this is all farmland out here.
Oh.
And you have this long trudge down a pretty well-worn dirt path. And then you end up walking alongside the river, where you're like on an elevated levee. And then you go down that way a little while longer.
Is there like cabbage patches or anything like that?
Sure.
Okay,
Why not?
I want to find one that's nearby
Uh-huh.
and pluck a cabbage out.
Okay, you now have a
My bag of
cabbage.
holding in its place, put a gold piece, and just keep going.
Okay, so you put a gold piece in the ground where the cabbage was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sure. That happened. Okay. So you keep walking.
We'll have to pay for it.
Why did you want that little shrub?
It's yummy. I'll start eating it. Here, try some.
No, thank you.
Like nice raw cabbage flavor. Yeah, great. That's good. Yeah.
It's got a nice strong kick to it.
hmm As long as you don't start eating raw onions on stream or anything like that, we're good.
That's nice.
So you go down, you're continuing down this dirt path, and there now are more military guards in the area. As you get down to the river ferry itself, it's a pretty well-built, like sturdy affair where there's a long rope that's stretched from one bank to the other, and they have big flat rafts that look like they're intended to carry like a cart per person or per raft. There's 2 of them, and they go back and forth like this. So right now when you're walking up, there's 4 guards on this side of the river, and then there's the person who's on the ferry, and he's like wiping his head as someone is loading a cart on right now.
So this is where this shipment disappeared?
Well, I don't know if it disappeared directly on the ferry. I think it disappeared somewhere after.
Sounded like it got across the river, and then as they were going into the hills, it disappeared somewhere out there.
Okay, let's cross.
Yeah.
These guys probably wouldn't remember
I mean,
any particular.
hello, ferryman.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you crossing?
Yes.
Crossing on foot's just a copper.
Okay.
Okay.
Should we keep going?
Sure.
Okay.
Maybe you have a copper. How long are you going to look for it? You're like, oh,
Let's
wake
give
up,
him
bag
gold
of holding.
piece.
You're like, oh, here you go. All right. Thanks.
We hear that there have been a string of robberies happening somewhere near here.
There's not a lot of robberies. There have been a couple things that have gone missing, but nothing on the ferry.
No, just somewhere after the ferry. Do you know anything about that? Or like anybody saying like, "Oh my goodness, we got robbed at such and such a place"?
Yeah, you know, it's wild lands. You go out there and you go beyond the ferry. I mean, there's things out there.
Have anybody given you any indication what kind of things are out there? This is a person with no investigation trying to do an investigation.
Yeah, not to sound spooky, but they don't come back if they don't make their shipments. You know, things either go on a boat when they get to the sea, or else they don't.
So it's between here and the sea that this is all happening.
Right. I mean, yeah, most things don't go. If you go out of Eastkeep and you're going south, there's not really a lot of ways you can bring things. So most people just bring them over to the sea where they can hit the like a proper port.
So how far is the port from here?
Maybe after you get out of here, maybe like on foot, an hour. Not long.
Huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not a big deal.
It's not bad at all.
Okay. Thank you for your service. Consider all that extra money he gave you a tip.
Well, sure, thanks. I've got to still pull the ferry, and with that, he starts going to work on the rope now that everything's loaded up, and he's yanking the ferry across the water over to the other side.
Let me pour myself a beer.
Yep. You relax and enjoy the
Relax and enjoy
smooth
this.
ferry work.
Yeah, why not?
Smooth ride.
It is. Want a beer?
Yes.
All right.
Yep, there you go.
Now we're drinking on the job.
Well, and there's a
Cheers.
point where
Cheers.
the 2 ferries are like crossing past each other, so you see people going the other way.
Cheers!
Hey.
I'm still in my fancy outfit and you're still
Yes, my pirate. Arr!
It's the 2 of you guys and a guy who is on a like cart and a horse, and that's it.
I'll pour him a beer too.
Oh, thanks.
Here you go.
His horse looks like he decided like a draft horse, and his cart is full of what looks to be produce.
I'll give the horse the rest of the cabbage.
The horse likes that just fine. So he's got like apples, and then if you look in the back, he's also got a few large crocks that, if you had to guess, are probably honey.
Ooh. Is that honey?
Yeah,
You willing to sell one of those?
I mean, I guess. Otherwise, I just sell them to people on the ship.
That's true. How much?
I usually get 5 gold each.
Okay, I'll buy one. Here you go.
All right, thank you.
Cool.
He helps you take a big clay pot of honey down.
Into the bag of holy gold.
Better write down that.
It's a good thing that there's no chance any of these things clack against each other and break.
I know, right?
Like
Well, the acid is in there, the explosives are in there.
that. And I hope that you don't get drunk and forget which one's which, like by rolling a 1 and accidentally put acid all over your toast. That'd be great.
That'd be awesome. All right,
Yeah,
so it's attack
yeah.
rocket, keg of beer, pot of honey.
Okay, so idea for a new stream. We just have people tell each other what is in their bags of holding. I mean, it could be like a podcast or like a stream or like
You
a
know,
Twitter account.
Hers is not that exciting. Dwarven medallions ×2, fancy clothes ×2, dwarven tools, old quarterstaff.
Does that mean that your regular
I got all
clothes are
kinds
still
of
in the
crap in
tower?
there.
And you're only going to have fancy clothes if something happens?
Yeah, that's true.
I just mess around. If our games ever get to be that
I
important
do
in
have
terms of
pirate. I
minutia,
have pirate clothes listed.
there you go.
There you go.
So you're saying your pirate clothes aren't fancy?
Not comparatively to the ball gown that I'm currently wearing.
There you go. All right, so you've made it across the river, and the man with the cart and the horse is like kicking his horse into gear. Thanks again for the beer.
Yeah, sure. Enjoy your drive. He's going to the coast, right? We're going to be following the same path.
Yeah, he's doing the exact same way you are.
We'll just follow along.
All right, well, suit yourselves.
We'll figure.
Yeah.
Clip,
You
clip,
might
clip,
get
clip,
lucky,
clip,
make
clip,
it
clip.
lucky.
Yeah, all right. All right, so just follow him. So do you make this trip a lot?
Yeah.
Ever run into anything weird? Any troubles or anything like that?
No, not really. I mean, I usually come down here about once a week.
Huh.
I'd hate to run into any trouble because we have a lot of money. Let's say really loudly.
He starts to look a little bit concerned at this point. This seems like the kind of time where people make insight rolls.
We do have a lot of money.
He's not quite bright enough to have caught on to anything, but looks a little concerned.
Yeah, and don't forget, there's all that beer that we have, too.
That's true. We have a lot of beer, money, and magical items.
Oh yeah, the magical items. Don't forget the magic.
Some would say those
Lots
are
of magic.
priceless.
He starts kicking his horse into a little bit faster trot. Let's get traveling with you and...
Okay, have fun,
bye.
be careful. Yeah, magic items. No way to defend them.
It's true. I am but a simple tabaxi wearing a ball gown in the woods for no reason.
And I am but a simple gnome pirate, lost ashore. Whatever shall we do?
Oh, DM problems. Hashtag. This is what they mean. Alright, so yeah, this is exactly how Dungeons & Dragons is played. You guys are winning. It's great. You're doing exactly what you're supposed to.
Yes! Winning!
You guys have very high passive perceptions. So as you are play acting in the middle of the road about, like, going into, like, the travails of being a simple gnome
landlocked pirate!
covered in gold and magical
Covered
items.
in gold and honey and magic
If
items.
only I was not weighed down with all this money.
I know! Rich people problems.
You do hear the horse make an abrupt whinny/scream and then stop.
Okay.
I'm gonna take off, Red.
Yeah, I'll move at tabaxi speed up to
Okay,
it.
right. So
And
you
5
both
minutes
move
later, I'll catch up.
at very different rates, yes. But
I
suddenly,
should have taken that step.
as you are going up the hill and over, you see a tall, mostly bald, but a little bit of hair on top, squat, heavy human figure, but about 4 times taller than Aurora. And it's sitting and it has one hand on top of the horse, kind of squatting down on its haunches. And that one hand covers almost the entire horse. The other hand is grabbing the wagon and pulling it to take a closer look. So this is definitely a giant of some sort, because it is gigantic.
I don't know how I seriously don't know how far behind I am.
You're probably pretty far behind.
Several minutes later. No. So yeah, Aurora, it's just you, it sounds like.
I mean, I could have thrown him in the bag of holding.
You could have thrown Theophraxis in the bag of holding.
No, you can carry me
I don't
kangaroo
think
style
you
in the
could
bag
do
of holding.
I don't think you can do that.
No?
It's in or out of the bag of holding. I don't think in the middle of the bag of holding is an option. Otherwise, I don't really want to get... We're not going to do like another round of art where we have you in like a child carrier that Aurora's holding. We're not doing that.
I mean, as long as we
Come
don't
on,
put,
the gnome carrier?
as long
Hell
as we don't
yeah!
put your bag of holding inside of the bag of holding, we're fine.
We're okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So she can carry both bags of holding.
He's got 10 minutes
She
to
can have
hair
one in
in
the
there.
front and
No.
one in the back.
No.
I can't put Theophraxis
Next
in
week,
the bag.
everybody watch us on our new Numenera stream as we start into that.
We have to do that.
We're not
I was
doing
going to
That's
just
not
throw him
happening.
out of the bag.
However many vetoes I have, that's how many I'm using on this subject. There is no carrying people half out of the bag of holding.
It's so awesome.
That's just plain weird.
Okay.
Well, hold on. I wrote down how much air is actually inside the bag of holding.
So that was enough for 10 minutes.
10 minutes? 1 minute. Wait,
1 minute?
Nope. Let's see. Well, it's living creatures
It doesn't
inside
matter, it's not
for
allowed.
10.
We're not
Minus the
doing
number
this.
of creatures in minutes. So yeah, I can do 10 minutes.
Okay, so
He's
now
still
that we've
not
settled we're
allowing our
not
clever
doing it.
plan.
Well, I could be all the way in.
Yes.
Because he
You
just
know
said
what?
not half in, half
You know
out.
what we're going to do? We're going to put you on roller skates and, like, attach you to Aurora.
Oh my god. That's so 80s.
At any rate, so I'm there,
You are there.
We have
and this dude is just, like, grabbing at the wagon.
Yep. Basically, one hand pawing the wagon.
Okay, I am this is an extra thing. Like, I'm wearing the ball gown and also a lot of weapons on.
Oh dear, whatever shall we do?
Right.
We'll probably pull out a lot of weapons.
So I'm going to unleash Dawn's Fang and strike at this thing.
Okay.
Within 10 feet of it.
Cool. So
You
go
have
for
fallen
that.
for my clever ploy! Ha
As you are running up screaming, it's like you have to imagine it's here. It's like you're saying like in a little insect voice, like you fall for my clever ploy. Ha!
It's
And
like how I sounded you guys, you sounded
That's
him.
kind of how I sound anyways.
yes, and as you're going through this, the giant goes, right before you hit it with Dawn's Fang.
Yep.
So let's go ahead and make an initiative test just to see if anything really cool is going to happen here.
Yeah,
Okay, Praxis, you are in next round.
Apparently,
Okay.
I'm gonna be rolling 3s again today, so
Okay,
that's great.
I'm going on 24.
Right? So you spend this round running, which explains why next round you are there and ready to go. Okay, Aurora.
Yeah,
It is now my turn.
My
actually.
initiative is an 8, so
The initiative is an 8. So
Yeah.
the giant sees you coming and reaches down to grab you.
since it has a 10-foot reach.
And this is going to be an opposed grapple test. So why don't you go ahead and roll a Dex plus Acrobatics.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
13.
Okay? And it picks you up and it throws you.
Okay. Cool. That's
And if it was anyone else, that would have done something.
right.
But you being Aurora, you land
Yeah.
without damage.
Yeah. Hey, I don't have a reaction now, so if it moves out of my threatened area, I'm
Well,
screwed.
so we're going to say, like, now, this is you and Theophraxis being on an even footing now that you've been thrown across the road.
Aurora, welcome
So-
Yeah, imagine I kind of land in a crouch and then skid back a little bit, and then start moving forward again.
So you guys are like there.
Awesome.
Okay. Aurora's turn.
Oh, it's my turn?
Yeah, you just got thrown. That's your turn.
How far away from him am I?
Oh, I don't know. I don't even have my ruler tonight. So let's say a lot. But to be
It's
more
in
scientific than
range,
that,
period.
120 feet.
Oh, yeah, it's in range.
120 feet, huh?
Yep.
I already declared that I'd used tabaxi speed before.
Yep. So you've done that already.
Well, I mean, I'm just closing in on him. That's all I can do.
Okay. So what's your normal speed? Or what speed are you using now?
45. But I can dash for an action.
So you're saying you just want to go the whole way?
Well, I mean 90 feet towards him, yeah.
Cool.
But he said I was 120 feet away, so...
Yeah, I think I'm measuring badly. So let's go with this. If we were going 120, I can do this if I think about numbers. Okay, so it's more like at this point you'll be 100 feet away from it. And that will be 1, 2, 3. Right there is 90.
90, so I'm 10 feet from him there.
Correct.
So I'll say I did a...
You're back.
So I did a bonus dash by using a key point. Then I can
Okay.
attack him.
Sure, go ahead.
Oh no, I can still be 10 feet away from him and attack because I have a reach weapon.
Of 10 feet?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the reach.
10 feet meaning 2 total squares, like there's a square in between.
Oh yeah, there's a square in between.
That's all
us.
we're looking for. That's fine.
Alrighty. Hey, that's better. 21.
21. That sounds like it's going to hit.
Okay. For magic bludgeoning damage.
Mm-hmm.
And that is 11 points of magical bludgeoning damage.
11 points of magical bludgeoning damage. And you swing, and this is the
Yeah.
blunt end or the not blunt end?
The blunt end.
You swing and it goes. Mm.
And then I kind of wheel it back, kick it back at him, and
Okay,
for a natural 20.
nice. Okay,
So, hey. So he's going to catch lycanthropy. Wait, wrong character.
yeah,
He's gonna catch like him.
that would be kind of cool. Who wants to see a werewolf hill giant? Because I think I do.
And that's for 11 points of damage.
11 points total with doing your critical.
I rolled 2 dice and they rolled much lower.
Oh,
It's magic, though.
okay. So far, it's like it's aware of the fact it's been damaged. Not super happy about that idea. Anything further than that?
No, because I used the,
Bonus for the dash.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay. Theophraxis.
feel a little bit like Sir Didymus right now.
So you're only 120 feet away. So
Pass without my permission.
you're only 120 feet away, so that's easy for you, right?
Oh yeah. Okay, so I'll move my measly 25 feet closer,
Yep.
and then I'll shout at the top of my lungs, "What ho, Goliath? Are you? Why are you attacking these people?" And then I'll shoot him.
Oh. And you shoot.
Oh, what is the range of that pistol? Wait, actually, make sure I'm within the range of the pistol. Pistol. Okay, in range. All right,
Yeah.
2 shots.
Okay.
24 and 18.
24 and 18. Those are both hits. Yeah.
Just doing regular damage on that.
Yeah, but it's the magic pistol.
Magic. Magic pistol damage.
All right. Ooh. 10. 21 points total.
21 points of damage.
Of magic damage.
Which means he's
Piercing
taken
damage.
43 points so far.
There's a horse in here somewhere. I haven't found it yet. So, yep. Okay, so you hit him. He didn't like it. Oh.
Unhand the horse!
Well, with that, this being an ill-equipped hill giant, he's going to grab the cart and swing it at Aurora.
Oh, jeez.
I'm going to say he's only going to get 1 shot, but I'm just going to treat it as a great club.
Okay.
Okay, seriously, I should be better prepared than this, but I'm not. It's okay.
It's alright.
We're just going to put an extra large base on this farmer.
Okay.
He is running backwards. Okay, 1 swing at Aurora. Aurora, what's your AC?
19.
You got hit
I got hit.
with a wagon. Yeah, I rolled a 24.
You got hit with the wagon.
It's only 1 wagon. I'm only doing 1 attack because it's a wagon. Come on, dice. You take 12 points of damage on
Oh.
3d8 plus 5 as you get hit with a wagon. Boom!
Well, that just means I kind of grabbed onto the wagon,
I figure, yeah, it didn't
Kind
quite
of
get
like
you
a
with its
hop over it
full
or something.
size.
Yeah.
So there's that.
but I twisted my ankle.
Yeah.
Okay.
He swings, you're like, wee!
Yeah, and the hill giant starts lumbering away like this. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Like this. Right there. Okay. It's your turn.
I'm going to close back in on him
Okay. Very
as
good.
best I can.
10, 20, 30, 40's right there.
Okay, cool.
Get him.
Get him!
Get him. Eat him.
So you close back in on the giant.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. That's a pony. That's good.
Not way too close. Still doing the 10 feet so I can move away from him if I want.
Nothing to stop him next time.
Okay, so... Wait, the giants don't have great dodge abilities. Is the 13 going to hit this giant?
Yes, a 13 is going to hit that giant. Its specialty is hitting people with wagons, not dodging.
So maybe I should use short.
And that is for 7 points of damage.
Okay.
Yeah, well, it's basically like trying to hit a house.
Yeah, no, right?
It is rather large.
And that definitely hit.
Okay.
For 10 more points of damage.
Okay.
So
Yep,
that's 17 points of damage so
Mhm.
far. And I'll close in the rest of the distance and kick him in the nards.
Okay. So you're there. You're going to follow up with
Well,
that.
I don't
Go
know.
for it.
How long is a giant's legs?
I don't know. It kind of doesn't kind of matter how.
The important thing is that you are an acrobatic monk, so I
Right.
imagine even if you have to do some sort of like jumping cartwheel kick, you'll be
Yeah.
all set.
I might actually use the
Punching
immovable.
bags.
I'm going to use the immovable rod for this. Actually,
That'd take you a whole action to get out of the bag. You don't want to do that.
oh, no, I've got it on me.
Well, yeah, but to get it out of the bag?
Huh?
You know, she's saying it's not in the bag. She carries it.
Okay, interesting. All right, so you're going to do something with an immovable rod.
Well, I was just thinking that I could like plant it in the air and like use it like a gymnast to like swing up and kick him.
Okay, sure.
Like-
Sure. It doesn't sound like a bonus action, but
Huh?
that doesn't sound like a bonus action, but it doesn't
Okay,
really make
well
me
then
want to
never
like
mind.
fight
I'm not
more
going
than
to
that.
do it. I just
So
thought it'd be
you're
cool.
doing a thing, yeah.
No, I'll just kick him.
All right, let's do a kick.
I was trying to be fancy.
Yeah, yeah.
Get it. Try to be fancy.
I know. Well, definitely hit him
Okay, you hit him.
for 11 more points of damage.
Okay, he is getting hurt kind of bad, getting knocked
So I do
around,
kind of like-
kicked.
Yeah.
And it's going to be Theophraxis' turn before it's his turn.
Yeah, I'll
So
close in 25 feet.
okay,
And as I move past the farmer, I'll say, "Get head for cover." Or the guy say, "Head for cover."
I'm already doing that.
Arr, arr, get to cover. Arr, Goliath, surrender. Meet your fate.
I'm already doing that. I hope this wagon didn't get
He's
broken.
trying as hard as he
I'm
can.
really sad if we broke this
All right,
wagon.
I'm gonna
Well,
shoot.
really, the giant hits you with a wagon, breaking it, if anything, right? Okay, so you're going to shoot.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna do the sharpshooter this time on both shots.
Okay.
So let's see, that's gonna be 19 on the first one,
Okay, yep.
and 11 on the second one.
Okay, so 1 hits.
So it's 10 plus 9, 19, 24 points.
Ouch. Okay. The giant looks really bloodied. It looks upset. At this point, as it begins trying to do something, it goes, "Oh!" And it says something like that.
Yeah.
You give up?
It grabs Aurora.
I guess not.
I'm going to guess it's going to grab Aurora. I'm just betting on it. Wow. Nope. So that's what you get when you declare your action before you roll. It goes to grab you, totally misses.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Nothing happens there. And it's looking around like this. It's going to keep trying to run away. So as it moves like that, you're going to get your attack of opportunity against it.
Sweet.
So
All right. Go ahead and do that. It's gonna hit it
okay.
because that's a 17.
Uh-huh.
So I go ahead and hit him with the blunt side of Dawn's Fang again for 7 more points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay. Yeah, it looks
Right in his butt.
pretty badly hurt at that point as it's trying to run away. Yep.
Can
Okay.
I close the distance again?
Yeah, you can.
She's just
Wait.
having fun now.
Take him alive!
Well,
Follow him into the woods!
yeah, I'm the one that's doing the damage that doesn't kill him. Okay, so I'm gonna...
We're not killing him? Alright.
He said take him alive!
Yeah, sure.
Okay, well that hit.
Okay, yeah.
For 9 more... Wait, yeah, 9 more points of damage.
Okay. And he gets knocked out. Boom, 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 boom. The land shakes a little bit.
Okay. I stand on top of him like this.
Check.
That's it. That's all I got.
Farmer keeps running.
Okay.
We've taken care of the giant, Mr. Farmer Man.
It's all good!
Still running.
Is the horse okay?
No,
Aww.
it is crushed. The horse is
Aw.
dead. Apples all over the ground. All those clay pots of honey are broken.
Alright, let's go over the giant. I'm going with the giant.
You're going to the giant.
Go into the
Several
giant.
rounds later.
Is the horse okay?
No.
You bastard!
It's roadkill, man. Ah.
It's just a horse.
Alright, so do you think this, okay, this is why I suggested maybe we take it alive, because...
It is alive!
No, I know, I didn't say, I know, but maybe we could follow it back to wherever it came from is my thinking, and find out what's going on, or maybe it's just a big giant that's eating things. Maybe I'm overthinking this.
I mean, I look down, like, from the way it came. I'm guessing it's not that hard to follow a giant's tracks.
It's not that hard to follow giant
I
tracks.
bet I could mess up that roll if I tried really hard.
Yeah, I mean, passive perception-wise, you guys should be able to follow giant tracks.
Okay.
I feel kind of like we should kill him. And here's why. Because he killed that horse.
But now look, he's kind of cute, snoring away, drool and blood coming out of his mouth like that. I mean, it's hard to say.
We've already established you both have good passive perceptions.
Yeah.
Which is why at this point you hear, "Hey!" Boom.
Especially when the
Boom.
fight music doesn't show up.
I know, right?
Oh, shit.
You would think it's like somebody had
When
forgotten.
you knock
before.
somebody out, they stay knocked out for a while, right? It's not just
He's
like...
not getting up.
Huh?
He's not getting up.
Alright.
Okay. I have to make a choice right now. Do I take the lucky feat or do I take the crossbow expert feat? It makes a difference immediately.
It totally does make a difference immediately.
Because I already used my 4 shots, so I have to reload if I did.
Why you roll?
Yeah, well, sure. What feat does...
If you roll a 20, take the lucky feat. That was mostly
lucky.
joke.
Crossbow expert. Alright, so I'm taking the crossbow / firearms expert feat.
I think it's a good choice.
Yeah.
If anybody cares, we are home ruling that crossbow means any sort of ranged weapon can apply to pistols too.
Ones that have a loading aspect, I take it.
Yeah, it takes away the loading immediately, so I can just keep shooting. That's why I was like, that makes a difference, like, right now.
I mean, let's face it, loading sucks. Nobody wants to spend all day loading.
I know, right? Well, now I get to shoot with... No, the range doesn't matter either. And there's a... I can do other stuff too. There's a... I can have a finesse weapon and a pistol now.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, and get an extra, like a bonus action pistol
Yeah.
shot.
I hope that his name in business is on that honey pot so that we can pay him for his horse in trouble.
We'll figure it out, yeah. We say
So-
that as these two giants are coming down. I think we can handle that, yes.
Okay. This is-
Chaotic good!
Woohoo!
I think it's time for initiative checks.
Okay.
This is a separate initiative so that Aurora can roll something that's not what you rolled
Well,
before.
we'll see what happens.
Ah, damn.
Hey, that's better. 19.
Cool.
16.
Okay. Even with your bonus?
Yeah.
Wow. All right. Aurora's up.
Okay. How close are they?
They are pretty close.
Have I had a round of not moving at this point? I feel
Oh,
like
yeah.
I have.
Plus, they're within 30 feet. Plus some vertical distance.
They're within 30 feet. I'll
Yep.
just close in on whichever one.
Which one do you
I
like?
shout, hey, you, and see if one of them responds.
They are both looking at you, so maybe they both responded.
Oh, darn it. I was just.
Yep. This one is slightly closer, so even
Okay.
with the vertical
Yeah.
height increase, it
I'll
is
go
easier to
ahead
get
and
to.
do
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and, whip out the. I'm going to quarterstaff these dudes.
Sure. Why
That's
not?
just how I'm feeling now.
So you got your quarterstaff out.
Now I've got my quarterstaff out.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to go ahead and just poke him in the gut.
Okay.
There you
Poke to gut.
Right. Which probably still just hits him in the dick.
It's pretty high up there no matter what. You're going to have to jump up there to poke him in the gut.
Right.
go. Giants got Mars.
That's probably true, right?
11?
And we have a male and female giant in
I think-
case that makes any difference to anybody. 11 to hit does not hit.
Yeah. I finally figured out how low I can roll and not hit. That hit. Because that's
There you
a
go.
16.
Yeah, 13 is the number we're going for.
Right.
If that makes everybody's life easier.
And that is for certain points of damage. 9 points of non-lethal bludgeoning.
Okay. It goes,
Because I
ugh.
kind of run up a bit on their leg and
Yeah.
jab them.
Yeah.
And then I am going to actually sort of do a cool flip off
Uh-huh.
and spend a bonus action to dodge.
Okay. So you flip and you do a dodge. Are you staying in place for this dodge now?
Yeah,
Okay, so you are dodging.
I am dodging.
Cool. Theophraxis.
Oh, a hand crossbow.
And I'd say, I'm going to take you down old school. Old school means my quarterstaff.
Attack with one hand bonus action to attack with a hand crossbow or another pistol. So I actually need to wait until I have another pistol before I do that. That's okay. All right.
Oh, are you?
You ready?
Yeah, I'm gonna do double. Yeah, because that's what I thought.
So that's where he wants to be eventually. It's good.
Yeah, that's when I get through. That's why I wanted to get another magical pistol.
Mhm.
Okay, so
You got two giants. They are both directly behind the mic.
okay.
Since we don't need any other part of the map, we might as well just do that, right?
The other guy's still just.
He's gone. He's gone. He's run very far away. You
There's
are this
my
guy.
head.
You are this guy down here.
I'm way over there.
There we go. Okay, you ready?
And okay, so I can see all those dudes, and that guy's down there, and
Yeah, he's bleeding a lot.
all right. I'm gonna stay. Wow, there's like earth movement stuff going on here.
I'm trying to make it where you can actually see the game. Yeah.
I guess I'll attack the same one that Aurora's attacking.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna stay Aurora. As a matter of fact,
Pointing your pistol for you.
yeah. Why is it that all the gnomes they're all like that?
I mean, because that's what gnomes like to do. Really.
Yeah.
They really all are doing
I
that.
know, right?
They're very excitable.
Yeah, I'll shoot.
You should.
I'll use sharpshooter both.
Okay.
One definitely misses. The other one definitely hits.
Okay. Great.
So it's 10 plus 10 is 20, 25.
25 to hit.
Magic
25
piercing.
damage. Yeah.
Yep,
That's
25
good.
damage.
Lots of
Magic
damage.
piercing damage.
On the one that I'm fighting currently? Okay.
Okay.
Is that cool?
Yeah, that's fine.
When we got the other one?
That's okay.
Cool. My turn.
I'm gonna be on top of that guy.
Okay. Sure.
There you
Why
go.
not?
Well, in case he starts moving.
Yeah. No problem. 10.
Ho!
Athletics check. They're good. And attacking Theophraxis check. What's your AC?
17 now.
Yeah, 17 now, huh? It's only, I mean, by 1. Yeah.
That's gonna hurt.
It's gonna hurt. Oh, see, I don't roll for you like I rolled for Aurora. You get 25 points of damage.
Yeah, that freaking hurt.
As you get hit with a great club.
Oh, I see. What's so great about it? Oh, yeah, it does 25 points of damage.
The great thing is the fact that he gets 2 attacks. She gets 2 attacks, but she didn't hit you with the second one.
Yay.
The second one, you got hit by the first one, and you realized what a bad move this is at this point. You're able to dodge out of the way for
Oh,
the
you got
second
the
one.
Lady Hill Giant. Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's awesome, isn't it?
He's got the lady. Okay, this one turns just a little bit and swipes at Aurora with its club
With disadvantage.
with disadvantage because you're dodging.
Yeah.
Okay, unfortunately, the disadvantage number is still really good. That's still a 24 to hit you.
So
20 points of damage.
20.
20.
20 or 28?
2-0. Yep. Well, go disadvantage. That was useful for you on that one. You needed disadvantage there. Disadvantage prevents natural 20s. Okay, and that is 21 points of damage. So, that time you got hit.
20. Yeah, apparently I got hit every time.
But, pro side, disadvantage was really a good move because that made no natural 20s happen.
21. So I'm down to 12
Okay.
hit points.
Yep. Okay. It is on Aurora's turn.
Okay. Hey, Theophraxis, do you still have healing potions?
Potion. I have a potion of climbing. I have a potion. I should have one left.
Here, I'm
I'm pretty sure I have one left. Yeah, one.
That hit
Okay, good stuff.
for 6 points of damage.
Okay, good, good.
And that hit. And you know what I was rolling? Actually, on the quarterstaff, I rolled the wrong thing, so let me re-roll it. Okay, that's better. So that should have been for 14 points of damage.
That's quite a bit more damage.
Yes. And then on the second hit, it is for the numbers 13 points of damage.
Wow, okay. That's impressively different.
Yes. I'm going to Flurry of Blows.
Okay, yeah. Why not?
I mean, she's in this deep.
It's pretty true right now.
I know, right?
That hits for 9 points of damage.
Okay, yep.
And then my next kick hits for 11 points of damage.
Is that 47 points of damage this round? Something like that?
Yeah.
That's a shitload of
That's a
damage.
ridiculous amount of damage.
Well, you did that much damage to me last round.
I have hill giants. They are huge. You are a tiny cat lady. It's not supposed to work that way. All right,
You've
so
been attacked by a cat? I think it works exactly like that.
yeah, that's possibly true. Okay, this giant looks considerably battered, but it's still up. Okay, Theophrax's turn.
So if I try to move out of the way, does she get a free shot at me?
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Fine. I'm gonna do sharpshooter with the Deadeye shot. Hold on. Sharpshooter with the violent shot. That's what I meant to say. I'm gonna spend a grit point on that.
Right. Okay, let me open up my drive so I remember all this stuff.
So,
And what, you're stepping away from her to do that, or?
well, if she gets a free shot at me if I do, so no.
Okay. So you're
See,
doing...
I think crossbow expert was a good choice.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because now they have crossbow
Holy
expert.
dang, I forgot that's what that does. Okay, that's gonna be important. Okay, yeah, let's go for this.
All right. So for the first one, let me read this real quick. I should do it right.
Okay, so you're
One-
spending grit for additional dice of damage.
Yeah, I'm doing vicious shot, which is, let's see here. You spend 1 or more grit points for making an attack. Roll the firearm for each grit point you spend. The attack gains +2 to the firearm's misfire score. Okay, if the attack hits, you get 1 additional weapon damage die. And I'm doing sharpshooter as well. So I just don't need to get a 3. In fact, I will actually spend another point on what is it called? The one where I get
You just
roll
want advantage, right?
Yeah, Deadeye. That's right. Deadeye. So there, I got 2 points. So that's like a 15.
Yeah,
you roll with
15's gonna
advantage,
hit.
you said?
Oh yeah, roll with advantage.
So go ahead and see if you get a natural.
Come on, 20. Damn, no. 15 for sure.
15's good.
Okay, so that's 13, 23, 28 points for the first shot.
Okay, ouch.
I'm going to shoot again just with the normal sharpshooter shot.
Okay, yeah.
That did not hit. That missed.
Okay.
12 minus 5, yeah. Got like a 7 on that one.
Okay.
I'm going to use a bonus action to do a second wind.
Makes good sense.
I get 15 points back.
Wow. Okay, that's an impressive amount back.
1. It's my bonus action, so that's gone. Is there any place where I can go where I can get some kind of advantage for hiding from this thing? I mean, like, I am kind of on top of, like, the other giant.
Mm-hmm.
Can I, like, just slide down, like, underneath its armpit or something to give me some extra cover?
You can get cover, but then you're going to still take an attack of opportunity for moving out of this area, right?
Bummer.
So you got that problem, right?
Alright. I don't want to take an attack of opportunity. It's fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to think about how that's going to work. I mean, its range is 10 feet. So for you to move anywhere in that 10-foot range, you're going to get an attack of opportunity.
Well, if I move out of that range, though,
It's when that's a good point. Okay.
right? Because
So you're
I
gonna-
could theoretically
right.
circle around her, I'm still within
Yeah.
attack range.
Yeah, that's
so
a good point.
if there's something within 10 feet, if I
So you're going to try to
get
use
partial
part of the
cover-
giant's body as cover.
Yeah.
Okay. So you sneak into his armpit over here. You're still in her area, so that's not a problem. Okay, sure. I'll give you a little AC bump. Like a +2. Sure. That makes sense. Okay, but we're going to have this guy, he picks up Aurora. He is going to throw Aurora at you. You might-
Jeez.
I'm sorry, you might get hit with an Aurora. You're going to get hit with Aurora. Do you want to make an opposed dexterity acrobatics check to see if you don't get thrown?
Sure.
I'm gonna get hit with an Aurora.
That is a 25.
Ooh, you win.
Nice.
So you did not get grappled. He goes to pick you up, and you just like scrabble out of his hands. You're free.
Yeah.
That's my whole action.
I go, ha
I don't get hit with an Aurora.
Well, yeah, but I mean, then you guys could have teamed up on him, so that's not so great. Okay, well then this one comes around and they some sort of Khmer sound and like comes down to grab you. You can't grapple this thing either because it's way too big for you. And it's a 15. You need to beat it in a strength athletics check or a dexterity acrobatics check.
I'll go with dexterity.
Makes
acrobatics.
sense, yeah.
Hell no. 12.
You got grabbed.
11.
It picks you up. You are being held aloft by this giant.
Oh man, she's
Oh
gonna.
man, if she throws it at me and I can reduce the damage down to 0, I can throw you back.
No.
But then he still takes the damage.
This is
right?
not gnome tossing.
Yeah, I mean, you're taking
Reaction
more
wise, what can I
damage.
do reaction wise for this? I guess I can't
Well,
really
you failed the grapple check, so you're grappled.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, fair enough.
So right now, she's just grappling you.
Okay.
Starts walking up the hill. Okay, sure. I'm going to stretch it and say that she got up the hill.
Okay.
Grappled.
Okay, Aurora's turn.
Right on.
Here we go.
Okay, so I'm going to keep hitting him with my trusty force staff. Really just exclusively in the testicles.
Why not, right? Okay, sure.
Real, like pinata. Just the worst
I just-
pinata.
You know, you might as well take it out on D&D. It's better than you hitting anybody else in the testicles. That's fine.
And that hits.
Okay.
For 8 points of damage.
Okay, yep, yep.
And that hits. These are different. For 13 points of damage.
Yeah, it's definitely starting to feel all this like groin area related damage. It's like looking pretty rough at this point for
And-
this
Yeah.
giant.
And I'm going to spend a key point to disengage.
Yay.
Okay.
And I'm going to move 45 feet away from it.
Like down here?
Yeah.
Okay.
As kind of like press away. Like
Sure.
Blade Runner just flipping.
Yeah, just backhand springs the whole way there. I guess it's really like that, actually. Okay, so you're back.
Oh my god, home again. Jiggity jig.
Yeah.
So you are being grappled.
Yeah.
Would you like to oppose the grapple at this point?
No, I'm gonna take the pistol and shove it right in her face and unload 4 shots into her.
That sounds very violent. Do you want to start with your normal action before you worry about all these additional actions you'd like to take? I love how they changed the entire... Oh, it's because I sized the window.
Okay, so my first action, I'm gonna unload 2 shots into her. Or try. And I can do it now.
Well, my dodging didn't work very well, but I can also disengage as an action, so that seems smarter.
It's just a problem with people rolling high.
Let's see, those both hit.
Okay.
So, that's 10 plus 10. Okay, so...
Now, you said you were shooting her in the face. This is not a called shot anyway, right?
No, I was just for flavor.
Okay.
Yeah. So, but it was sharpshooter. So, wait, 8 plus 23. So 23 on the first shot.
Wow. Okay. That's a very large amount of damage.
And then 10, 16, 21 on the second shot.
That's, what, 44 points of damage right there?
20, sure.
Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, the giant also falls off of this ledge that it just climbed up while holding you. It's just like trying to, like, you know, swat the fly.
Say, unhand me!
Yeah, you actually need to make a check at this point now that you're falling. Oh, it's going to be an acrobatics check again.
God damn.
Excellent.
10.
Excellent. Perfect. You take 6 points of falling damage.
6
As you
points of falling
fall,
damage?
yep, and you just bust up on your elbow and you think you may have hurt your collarbone as you go down to the ground.
Oh, my coccyx.
Yeah, and giant is prone.
Okay, so then on my neck,
So now you go into your action surge, is what you taught me.
yeah, I'm using my
Okay,
action surge.
right. So the giant's prone.
Wait, how many of those do I get?
Action surge 1.
I get 1, and I haven't used it yet because I used my other one. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on my action surge then.
All right.
How bad off does that one look?
The one that you're fighting or the other one?
The one I'm fighting.
Bad. It's not about to die, but it's pretty bad.
How about the other one?
Oh, and you know what? I should throw some falling damage on her too.
Yeah, please do.
Okay, yeah, she takes a little more damage. Looks bad.
They both look bad?
Yes.
Okay. I'll shoot that one then. She's right there. I'll burn my bonus action now.
Okay, but she is prone.
I'm right next to her.
Just a reminder. Yeah. You still get disadvantage, right? Because she's prone. Or is it you just don't get advantage?
It's
Oh,
technically,
that's an
I think you have
interesting...
disadvantage because
it's
she's prone.
technically disadvantage if somebody's prone. Even if you're standing next to them. I don't understand.
Okay, I'll use my lightning glove on her instead. Because then I get advantage, right?
Yeah, I mean, or a sword or anything else.
I'll use my lightning glove. If I could use it
Yeah, I
as
mean,
well.
realistically, I don't feel a need to
Like,
enforce that too
In
bad.
reality, if you knocked someone to the ground and then shot them and you're standing right over them,
I know, it's like they're right there. I'm like, hi!
No, it says it has advantage if the attacker's within 5 feet. It doesn't say ranged attack. You can just shoot her where you're at. You're still fine. You would have advantage.
Ah.
That makes more sense now. See, that's the problem. Is it sounds like it's supposed to be melee and ranged.
So 2 shots with sharpshooter with at advantage? Holy moly. Or the lightning glove because it's neat. I'm gonna use the lightning glove anyway.
Okay.
How much damage do we set at this?
Like a D10 or something?
No, it was way more than that, dude.
Are you sure?
I was surprised you let me take as much damage as I took. 3d10.
3D10.
That is what you said?
Interesting. Okay, sure.
that's a lot.
That is.
Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Alright, this is the malfunction. This is the malfunction die. Ooh, that's close. Doesn't count though. Okay, so I got like a 16.
That'll hit it, yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Oh, that's shitty. 15 points of lightning damage.
Okay. Well, that giant's dead. Yeah, you just electrocuted that poor giant.
Woohoo!
Okay. 1 giant down.
Well,
Alright.
that dude's probably real pissed now.
2, got 5. Making
Okay.
sure. Let's see if I make.
Sure,
I'll
sure.
make sure I didn't glitch it. I got a 5. That's right on the cusp.
Okay. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aurora, it is time to stretch the limits of what you can do with your monk abilities.
Okay.
The giant picks up a gigantic boulder rock
Right on.
to throw it at your head.
Okay. Let's do it.
Oh man, that's no fun. I didn't even succeed on that. I only got a 12.
Yeah, that didn't hit me. I just dodged out of the way.
As the rock comes hurtling at you, the giant makes a sad sound to himself. He's going to hunker down for this round because he's hoping to try that again next round. Okay. Yep, we're at the top of the initiative. Theophraxis' turn. Wait. Didn't we just do your turn? How did we go your turn? No. Aurora's the top of the initiative. That's why.
I'm the top of the initiative.
Right,
Yeah.
your turn.
If he got that healing potion out, I'll down the healing potion right now. Okay. So that's my action. Isn't that
Healing
an
potion.
action?
It's an action.
Healing potion?
Yep.
I am out.
Yeah. What is the
2d4 plus 2. Unless you guys had something better I didn't know about. Because
Oh,
it was
nope.
normal.
Just that. We gotta go like get a crate of these things.
7 plus 2, so 9 back.
9 points of damage back. Okay. Sounds like it's Theophraxis around unless you're going to do more movement or other things like that.
Nope, because that was my action.
Okay.
So
I guess I'll just shoot the other dude.
Always like back up a bit. Looks good. Okay.
Because I ignore all that cover
Sure.
nonsense.
No, I was just thinking about line of sight stuff, but
Oh,
okay.
yeah, line of sight is important.
So you can see him, that's no problem.
Yeah, awesome. Alright.
I guess I can move over to there.
Sure.
Two sharpshooters. Just crit? No. 2 sharpshooters. That's a hit. 14?
Yeah, 14 hits. You're good there.
Cool. Alright, 2 hits.
That means do an additional 20 points of damage.
Alright. 36 points total.
Boom.
I'm not gonna whine about not doing any damage anymore. That's pretty damn awesome.
It's pretty damn awesome.
Yeah, shit.
Oh, don't do lethal damage, Aurora. That's the same as take them alive, Aurora. Blah, blah, blah. That's you.
Yeah. Well, but it changed when 2 more showed up, and this one was gonna carry me off and have her away with me.
I don't know if she technically can have her way with you. Okay, I'm not even going to think about it.
Her wing is on a bun with lots of mayo.
Hot gnome?
So, do you think there's
Not a
more
hashtag.
of these things?
I don't know. Let's look around. Or maybe you want to take a short rest to recoup some hit points
Yeah, I
first?
think I'd like to. And anytime this guy starts coming to again, I'll knock him back out.
Yeah. He's just sitting there like, he's getting up. Wow!
That's exactly how D&D works, yeah. Well, you guys go ahead and do that, and what we're going to do is I'm going to roll a con save for this giant to see if it survives your repeated bludgeonings.
Oh, non-lethal, man.
I mean, luckily his con is insane, so he's fine.
Yay.
Yeah, that's why I didn't even bother trying to do the con stuff. Because I'm like, yeah, these are giants.
Yeah, their
I
con's
doubt
fine.
their con is. I'm gonna spend some hit dice. I think. How many hit dice can you do per short rest? Is it just unlimited? Like you can just.
That's a
spam
great
it?
question.
Or
I
is it, like,
don't
only
think
half
there's a
of your hit
limit.
dice?
My grid is back.
Let me find out. Rules are good. Hit dice. Why don't I just look up hit dice? That's the whole point of having a search feature.
The wind is back. Cool. I guess I'll spin a hit die.
Okay, hit points, hit dice.
Plus the con, right? You do a short rest?
Short rest.
It's a hit die plus the con?
Yeah, each time you roll.
Yeah, you can spend as many as you like.
Okay.
54.
But you only recover half of them during the long rest.
Correct. So you're only going to get half back.
Okay. So let's see. Number 1 is for 9. Let's get back to 30.
Cool. I am full up.
Next one is for 6. I'm doing math.
Woohoo!
It's always a good time.
Next is an 8. 6.
Okay, just gotta get messed up now.
And I finally rolled a low one.
I really like having a side menu.
Blowing through my hit dice. I think I ran out of luck on that one. Maybe I just ran out of luck altogether.
So you can regain right now up to 4 hit dice after a long rest. Because you guys have 8.
7.
If I'd taken Galvan, I could have given you 2 extra hit dice.
There we go.
But you probably would have gotten my giants a second ago.
Then
I know, right?
and I still have 1 hit die remaining. Yeah. So I'm back up to max.
There you go. Good.
I'm great. Great. I keep knocking this dude out.
Yeah, you just keep knocking the giant out over and over again, causing repeated brain damage.
I mean,
Brain damage
it's
on
like a
the
short drive with this.
Yeah, really.
I will agree. I will totally agree with that.
Golf cart.
Well, I tell you what, let's go ahead and take our break now
Yeah.
for biological function, and then when we come back, we will see what else you might find.
Because I think we're going to track down their lair now.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm live and looking at the camera. That's a first. So we're going to go through our promos real quick so we can go back to playing D&D. We have Ambient Realms, which you can check out at ambientrealms.com for ambient sounds and effects for your game, such as... Okay, I have to put the music out. Again, entirely pilot error. The game works fine. All the buttons work. You can make all sorts of cool sounds. It's all me. I am the one making all of the mistakes here, just so we're clear. Here's a track I found today that I think is cool. We could just play this for a while. Okay, also check out Arknight, arknight.com, where you can find flat plastic minis and maps for your games. And we do giveaways every so many followers and every so many subscribers. I didn't check in on the numbers, but I imagine that there are people following and subscribing to the channel still. So if you do, thank you. We appreciate that. If you guys want to follow, which is free, or do a subscription, we would love to have you be part of the team here at Time to Tabletop. And then give us ideas. Tell us what things you want to see. In fact, in general, do that. We'd be interested in that period. Tomorrow night, Adrenochrome, 7 p.m.
Yeah.
What are we going to do?
It is basically Blade Runner.
Nice.
Jim is going to be running it. I'm going to be playing live synthesizer pads in the background, so we'll see how this goes. I
Sounds
just
pretty
wanted to give like that evangelist kind of feel.
Sure.
So it should be exciting. 7 o'clock tomorrow, Pacific time.
Sounds good. And then on Thursday, New Trippers moves down to 7 p.m., so look for Scooter in that. Should be fun. It'll be just like the normal show, just going a half hour later for New Trippers. And in the meantime, check us out at timetotabletop.com. Follow us on Twitch, comment, give us ideas, hashtag Infinity Tower, and look for the Adrenochrome blog. First one to find it wins the blog.
Ooh.
I don't know what they'll get for that, but somebody's got to find that blog someday, right? We're still clear on that?
Yeah.
So we
Read
have...
about how you're living in a holographic illusion, kids.
I think we feel better about that sometimes. But not right now. Right now we have a real-life illusionist. We're playing Dungeons & Dragons with 1 knocked out and 2 killed half-giants.
Mm-hmm.
So, what you guys going to do?
What is our plan here? Where are we moving forward on this?
We were trying to figure out what was causing everything to,
Right?
like where the beer and stuff went.
Okay, well, we still haven't found all the missing people. So
Right.
presumably
And
they
keep,
were
They
dragged.
keep going this way, right? 'Cause
I mean, they were trying to drag back to caves.
Yeah. I was
feel-
hoping maybe we could interview this guy.
Okay, how do we put him in a state of not killing us if we wake him up?
Well, that's a harder question to answer. I didn't think that far.
We could get somebody else to interview him. I could, run back to town. We can just keep knocking him out. But then we're splitting up.
Oh, okay. Tell you what. Let's let him wake up.
Uh-huh.
We'll try to talk to him.
Uh-huh.
And if he starts trying to beat us up or try to hurt us, we'll just finish him off. I can't kill him just sitting there like that. No.
Okay.
I just don't feel right on that.
So since we've already had a short rest, time passes.
Yeah.
He starts getting up, getting a little groggy. Looking around.
Step back.
Hello.
Hello.
We don't want to kill you. Unlike those two over there. But we need to know what you guys have been doing with all the merchants that come through here.
I'll say in Dwarvish, do you understand me?
I say an orc. How about now? These dudes don't speak giant.
This isn't gonna happen.
No, I don't think interviewing them is going to do much good.
Okay. Where is your home?
It's pretty bad.
Where do you sleep?
So great. So American. It's great.
You know, honestly, if I didn't speak common, I'd have no idea what you were trying to do. I am stumped for anything else to do. And so Aurora...
Are you hungry?
That's a bad choice. Because you said you hear like this grrr from his stomach, and he starts salivating down the side of his mouth.
This is gonna end one way or another. No. There's a horse over there. Go on. Get the horse.
He's making a move on you.
Ah, shit. Alright, shoot him. Damn it.
You gotta roll initiative now.
Yeah.
Now he's making a move on you.
Alright.
I don't feel bad. You guys can use some dice.
Well, you rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
I rolled a natural 2.
Very good.
7 altogether.
Well, you're still maybe thinking about killing this guy, but when he starts lunging towards
Look,
Theophraxis,
screw this. Bam, bam.
Go
Yeah,
for it.
I mean,
Roll and
I
check.
mean, he's
You're probably not gonna need
got,
both
like,
dams.
a hit point right now.
10, alright. Alright, 2 sharpshooters. One definitely hits.
Okay, he's dead.
Yeah.
Are you recovering grit points when you've been killing giants?
Huh?
Have you been recovering your grit points for all these giants you're killing?
Well, I didn't use grit on any of the killing blows that time, but I got my grit points back when I took the short rest.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
Oh,
I looked
that's
that up. I was
fine.
like, ooh.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So you get your grits all taken care of. Good.
So,
And he's dead.
well,
Blah.
I got a 2 on one of the rolls. I need to make sure that's
Are you
not
hungry?
I think pistols are okay on twos.
It's pretty much, right? We can misfires a 1. Alright,
Yeah.
good.
Well, why don't we go try to figure out where these guys live and see if maybe some of the merchants are still alive.
Okay. Tracking.
She really is doing this. I know normally to not touch my face, but she's legitimately like...
You know, I made those comments in the past, but I'm always the one who actually does it, so
Yeah.
I'm definitely just like picking on everybody. How are we doing on those survival checks for looking for giant tracks and finding people?
Ooh, I'm doing a giant 1.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm not doing... I got 6.
Wow.
Wow. Like,
Well, despite the fact that you have seen how big these things are, and it's so obvious where they are, it still takes you a little while to figure out where the heck they live.
okay.
You don't really see their tracks really clearly because everything is big, muddy hillside. Not like wet mud, just like dried, hard earth everywhere. But what you do eventually find your way to is the smell. It does not smell pleasant where they live. So you are able to find their living area.
Awesome.
What you find is that they all live in a very crude, like there's a cave, so they live in the mouth of the cave. Apparently the cave is also the bathroom.
You thought it smelled bad on the outside.
It's also where they seem to be keeping all of the bones and pieces of casks and stuff like that that are left in this
Lots
cave.
of bones.
Yes.
Alright. I'm gonna try sneaking in there.
Okay.
It's a pretty empty cave.
Okay. Well, I wasn't sure if there were maybe still some hill giants around or...
It's a small cave. So you can infer based on the size of this cave, which is like this, that there probably aren't, because you can see the back of it from here.
Okay. I take it all the merchants are probably dead at this point.
If you can figure out which bones are the merchants, you might be able to tell. But you don't see any living creatures at all.
Okay.
Nothing?
There are several humans, or humanoid type creatures, no tabaxi, nothing with tails. Horses, things like that have been eaten. You're pretty sure you see part of a bear.
Is there anything, is there anything, like any
Wait,
symbols?
did you say there are actually some tabaxi?
No, I said no tabaxi.
Oh, I was going to be like, wow,
Yeah,
that's
nothing with tails.
really far out of the home.
Anything, like with symbols on them, or insignia or anything like that
Sure.
on the remains?
Yeah, you're going to go through things.
Oh, I'm not gonna go through. I'm gonna look. I'm gonna start digging through bodies.
I feel like
Well, they
maybe we
did actually cook all their food before they ate it. So you have a pile of bones, and then you have a pile of offal. So it's all about
Right.
what you want to look into.
I'm more interested in if they were keeping any of the items that they stole off of people.
Yep. You guys going to go through that pile?
Sure.
A pile of discarded pieces?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm feeling like that's investigation-y.
Okay.
What do you think? Yeah?
Yeah.
Because you're going to be digging through stuff.
We're digging through stuff looking
Digging
for
through stuff.
I rolled a natural 20.
See, there you
It
go.
doesn't matter what I roll then.
All right, well, I mean, it might.
Well, in my, because
Uh,
I now actually have an investigation of 0 thanks to leveling
there you
up.
go. Very
But
nice.
yeah,
18. Okay, so you're both doing well. So it's gross. There is a lot of like blood and gore and smelly things all over all the stuff you're finding.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
you do find several Eastkeep insignias where it looks like maybe they were ferry guards. You find some general clothing that looks like maybe merchants. It's kind of rough, but it seems like it's okay, like newer. So that might be sailor clothing. You do find some fairly threadbare clothing that you would imagine comes from farmers or people who are selling produce. Lots of pieces of wagons. There's definitely horses and, like I said, part of a bear. There's some leather tack from the horses, what's the term, like the harness. So all that stuff's in there. You find some gold, not a lot, just about 25 gold pieces worth of gold. You find some small tools here and there, just little stuff. What else?
So I want to collect up the anything that looks like I can return it. Like for the insignia, right? I can take the insignia back and say, look, we killed some hill giants and we found these insignia. Looks like maybe some guards were there. Maybe they can help identify who it was or something.
Sure. It's all like boiled leather, like regular leather armor type armor. So yeah, you find some stuff. A little more digging around, you find an orc.
a live orc?
No, dead orc. Everything's dead. But you found an orc.
Okay.
These aren't all humans.
It's an orc.
Do
Orc.
they have anything on them?
The orc. I mean, you can't really tell what stuff belonged to who. You found an orc in the pile of bones. You found some different insignias and so forth in there. You find an insignia you think might be an orc insignia. You're pretty sure, because I mean, you speak Orcish, right? At this
Yeah,
point.
I do now.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Should have done that when I had a chance.
Yeah, I think that Silver's still messed up right now too.
Mhm. Yep. And it's the insignia reads something like the bloody teeth or something like that. If you have to infer what it means.
Looks like they didn't have good dental care.
Why?
They were the bloody teeth.
Oh.
Might be supposed to be fangs for an orc. It's one of those
Yeah.
words that doesn't really translate well.
Bloody teeth. Ooh, that sounds painful. So obviously these are our guys. Do you?
Yeah,
Is that it?
I mean, I have no way of telling if there are more. You know who's really good at
That's
this
true.
kind of stuff? Futuria.
That is true.
So what are you looking for more of? More hill giants?
I'm worried that there might be more hill
More,
giants,
yeah.
but it's not like they keep like family albums or
Well,
anything.
Yeah.
are there any family albums sitting around?
Yes, there are no. No family albums in this ruins. But just looking around, you've gone through everything at this point. You don't see any signs of really large numbers of hill giants. This is not a huge cave. So you don't have a lot of other information to go off of, but it doesn't seem like there are a lot of them around here. Trageria natively in this area, there are not large numbers of giants, period. So they're kind of like a dying race at this
Sounds
point.
like we're done.
Cool. Well, let's cut their heads off and bring it back.
In what?
How much do their heads weigh a piece?
They're huge creatures, so I don't know, 50 pounds,
Like
80
size,
pounds.
like the size of this table, right?
I mean, like a tiger weighs like 500 pounds, right? So I imagine a hill giant weighs like 2,500, 3,000 pounds, something like that.
Right.
So I would say the heads weigh a couple hundred pounds.
Well, I guess we can't bring the heads back.
What, like a hair?
We could cut their faces off.
No, that's just gross.
We could then we could fold them up like a tablecloth.
No, my gosh. No. What would Blythe say to that?
I believe in things that don't exist. Blah blah blah.
The thing I love about Will too is that he actually watches the show if he misses a session. So I am looking forward to having this discussion with him.
What would other stink apes say?
Boy, Rory, you sure play some nice music, and I like you.
That is what they say.
That is what they say. I think it's a really gross, bloody idea. If we want to take something back as like a trophy or something to show that we killed
I'm not
these
trying
things.
to. I just thought some sort of proof that we killed
No.
these hill giants.
You know, I understand. Well, like here's let's see, small enough.
Yeah, I guess we could cut off one huge ear.
One from each head. Maybe easier than the entire head, right?
I mean, it would be easier than the entire head. Sure.
Okay, let's do that.
But somebody can live without an ear.
If you want to cut off a giant head,
I'm not saying the whole head. I'm saying their face.
if you want to do that,
You can't live without your face on.
You are more than you just go have some fun over there. I'll be over here on this rock enjoying a beer, waiting for you to finish your project.
Face cutting.
Project.
Project face cutting.
Project.
Project colon face cutting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I just don't know. And go off and get a beer and start drinking.
Sometime later, Aurora, you have now rolled up 3 Persian carpet-sized faces.
Okay.
It's not right.
Yeah, each of them weighs like 50 pounds, 60 pounds,
Oh.
and they are extremely unwieldy.
Well, I don't need all their faces.
So you can leave 2 rolled up faces on the ground and just take one
No,
rolled
I
up
would
face.
just have cut off one face. Once I realized it weighed 50 pounds, I would have.
I mean, again, like the rules here, it's like these are
Giant armor?
heavy things, no matter what.
Yeah,
Stem giant armor?
yeah.
Yeah.
I can probably just carry half a face. That's only 21.
Well, you can put it in your bag of holding. It doesn't matter.
Oh, that's true.
You can take all.
Oh, yeah,
three.
then I'll take all the faces and just put them in the
You
bag.
want all the faces.
You can barely like fit the face into the bag of holding based on the width and size and stuff like that. This is a totally gross thing, but I don't really want to spend more time talking about it, so you get them all in there.
I've got 3 giant faces. I've got 3 giant faces in this bag.
The best part is you have only the 2 of you to blame for today's session. So later on, it can't be like, well, you know, Will made us do it. Somebody else made it. It's totally gonna be on you.
No, this is what happens when you
Yep.
just let the cat do things.
You have a bag of giant faces.
I'll just bring up to anybody that's ever owned a cat.
They do bring trophies home.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
they deliver a lot of pets and dead animals to
There
people.
is that. Yeah, at least you didn't bring the whole thing back.
I
There's
got
that.
like 6 or 7 mice like in the space of a
Yeah.
week one time. It's like, thanks, no, thank you.
Yeah.
I take you're heading back to town.
You're heading back to town.
You go
Back
back
to
towards
town.
Eastkeep.
Yeah.
You have a bag full of faces.
We've got to talk to We've got to find that guy so we can give him his.
Yeah, I want to keep an eye out for the farmer guy that ran off because of the whole.
Well, you took a short rest, and you got up a whole bunch of giant faces, so he is hours down the road.
Okay.
No, I mean, it's more just like if there was any sort of like identifying
Oh yeah,
sigil
on the
his
honeypot.
honeypot.
Is there anything on the honeypot to identify who it was?
No. But you do go back to the river, and you
Yep.
go back to the ferry, because
Yep.
you got to cross the river.
Yeah.
I asked the ferryman if he knows the merchant that crossed with us.
Yeah.
The honey guy.
Yeah, he's fine. Are you two okay?
Is he okay?
He's fine.
So, well, we have to go talk to him. We feel really bad.
So he's right over there talking to the guards on the other side of the river.
Well, we gotta go talk to him.
Yeah, well, we're upset that his horse and his cart died.
Yeah.
Wait, carts don't die.
They break.
Right.
Right. Well, he was saying something about you being attacked by a giant.
We were.
3.
Mm-hmm.
Well, come on across.
All right. Here's your gold piece.
You go ahead and keep it. And he starts pulling the rope across. He's taking you guys across on the ferry by yourselves, nobody else.
As far as we can tell, wait, is he the person I should be delivering this information to? I
No.
think so. At any rate.
No.
He just keeps pulling on the rope.
Wait, let's talk to some soldiers first.
Oh, right.
You get across to the other side.
Yeah.
And so one of the soldiers comes up. He's wearing like little corporal bars on the side of his tunic. So Cyril over here tells me you had some problems with a hill giant.
We had some solutions for the hill giant.
The hill giants are not a problem anymore.
You two are the ones that travel with Lieutenant Bly, right?
Yep.
Well,
Sometimes.
he travels with us.
Right.
He travels with
They're
us.
all traveling with me.
But really, it's me.
It's mostly him, but primarily me.
But really,
Oh,
me.
Right, and by me he means.
That's great. It's not me, so it's great. So, What exactly happened? So there's a hill giant,
So
killed his horse, took his cart.
So we came down here because we heard that there were problems with some deliveries not being made because of Hill Giant. Because of something.
We had a few
People were
deliveries that went
disappearing.
missing.
People were
Right.
disappearing, yeah.
Right.
So we went out there to find it.
Good news is we found them. Bad news is they're dead.
But we imagine it was orc raiders because we've had a couple small patrols that have gone out and gone missing.
Well, there was an orc body as well, but it was already dead.
Okay.
But there were 3 hill giants.
Wow.
Yeah, and they're gone now. And we picked through their cave.
Yeah, we went through their cave to make sure there weren't any more hill giants.
And we found these, and I'll give them the...
I mean, yeah, they look like insignias from from the people we sent out.
Yeah. I mean, now you know they're definitely dead, in case their families were wondering.
Yeah. It was kind of a
Most of the time, that's how it goes.
Or if they're very rich, they could pay for true resurrection spells, although I wouldn't know which bones are which. But we could leave all the bones up there, but we might want to ask somebody to consecrate the ground.
Okay.
I'm just thinking.
Well, we'll probably have to send a troop out there to see if they can recover the bodies and just clean the area up.
Do you need a guide to it? Or we can help with that.
Sure. General directions be great.
Okay. All right. Give me the general direction.
Yeah, and he talks to you about it for a little while, and I mean, okay.
All right.
We'll send some people out. I mean, we'll take some time. We'll see if we can find it. Great.
Do you know of anybody that could use 3 hill giant faces?
What would you use them for?
I don't know, a tapestry, spell components, a tapestry.
I don't know anything about magic at all, so maybe it's useful for magic?
Oh, I'll ask my aunt. She knows all about magic.
Okay. You can talk to your aunt about giant faces.
Yes.
That's a great
Thank
idea.
you for your help with the giants.
You're welcome. Now, obviously, if they're still orc raiders, we can't do a whole lot more about that. They're more clever than giants, and they'd be hiding, probably, but...
Right. The giants are away. But if you need help with the orcs, we can help.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we can help.
Okay. I don't think we've seen any orc patrols recently,
Oh,
but
that's good.
I guess we'll keep that in mind. Thank you.
Honey guy.
Cyril.
Cyril. Yeah. Cyril.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. And he's got a blanket and he's like shaking a little bit.
Here,
Hi.
have a beer.
Thanks.
We're really sorry about your horse and cart.
Really sorry.
Well, thanks. It happens, I guess.
Your pots were all smashed. It destroyed your cart. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, I saw that part.
What do you view the monetary value of everything that you lost, including the horse and the cart, would be?
What? I don't know. 70 gold?
7?
70?
Oh, 70.
70.
Oh,
70,
okay.
probably.
Well, here, we feel bad that you got caught up in this. So, here, I'll give it 70 gold.
Are you saying this is like something that happens a lot with you?
The what? Innocent people get caught up? Usually not. No, that's
Usually
why we feel
not
bad about
innocent
this.
people. Usually we have a couple other people with us that
Monitor us.
yeah. They would have been like, oh, wait a little while until the merchant's further away before you start laying your clever plan. That's really clever
They
and
probably
awesome.
would have said
And you're
something like that.
you're very good at everything, Aurora, and I love you.
I don't think they would have said that.
They definitely would have said that.
They definitely should have said that if they didn't.
Arvin is writing that letter right now, just so you guys know.
It's reading
He's
between the
writing that letter
lines.
right now.
Yep.
Write that letter blind.
Faxburn's writing that in his personal journal as well.
Does Arvin not tell you that he loves you and appreciates you?
We had that conversation once and I didn't know.
Was it awkward?
It was very awkward. I didn't know how to respond.
Terrible, you guys.
So anyway, here's reparations. Hopefully to get you back on your feet and make up for your loss. But just remember, you were part of an adventure of Theo and Aurora.
Will be written about someday,
We will.
mostly probably by me.
That's really
You're
kind of
gonna
you.
write them? Sing about it.
Well, yeah, I'm gonna write it and sing about it. I'm gonna write it in iambic pentameter.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes, thanks.
You're welcome. Thank you, Cyril. Cyril?
Cyril.
Cyril.
Zero. All right.
Cyril the brave merchant.
I mean, I just took some things.
Don't be so modest, Cyril. You did awesome.
Yes, you did awesome. Yes.
It's in the dark. Don't worry. We got it all.
Cyril, the honey merchant.
Honey merchant and
I
apples.
need some honey.
Yep. Okay.
Okay, I guess we'll go back to or are we gonna go over? No, we have to go back to figure out
We have to go back.
the beer.
Yep.
Okay. Here, have another beer.
Okay.
I drink some more, at which point all of my decisions get better.
Yes, that is how life works. Are you going to O'Connor Books or are you just going to McBrewer's Beer?
Oh yeah.
Our Arcana books.
We'll go to O'Connor Books first.
Get Arcana books first.
You go to O'Connor Books. It is its usual, totally ramshackle state. You know, the closed sign is in the window, but the door is open and unlocked. Books are just piled up on all the counters.
Hey, Aunt Thistle.
You don't see her.
Does your aunt sell any of these books?
No, she's very adamant about not selling these books.
So you still don't see her.
Thistle. I'm gonna go looking for her.
So there's large piles of books in the back where it's like they've made a small wall like this. She's back there behind that, of course.
Hey, Thistle.
Hi, Aurora.
Do you have any use for any body parts of hill giants? Like, magically speaking? Are they useful in any way? Could you make a magic carpet out of them?
No, that's gross. I just need... The less time I spend practically doing magic, the more time I get to do my research.
Okay. So you
And your friend is touching the books.
Don't touch the books.
Am I supposed to? I can't even
Don't
touch
touch
them.
them.
Don't touch the books.
Don't look
Okay.
at them.
We've
Don't
talked
look
about
at,
this a lot of times.
Don't look at them. Don't touch them. Don't think about them.
I thought about it.
That's on you now. Do you know anybody that might have the use for a hill giant face or 3 hill giant faces?
Or the only people I talk to are you and the people in the library. That's it.
Right. So some of the people in the library maybe need.
What if the dwarves want them?
Oh yeah, the dwarves might want that.
They might want hill giant faces. For something.
I don't know. I don't think anybody's gonna want these hill giant faces.
Kind of my take on it.
Well, I'm sorry I didn't listen. I'm sure.
That's okay. That's alright. It sounded like a good idea to take off.
Well, I'm not gonna leave them here.
Don't leave them here.
I'm not gonna leave them here. Okay. Well, thanks for letting me know that nobody wants hill giant faces.
Go take them to the military. Maybe the military wants
Oh, I bet the military
Military.
wants hill giant faces.
Yeah.
Okay,
They like
thanks.
that kind of stuff.
I go to the military.
them. You go to the military. You walk over to the inner keep. You go over to the clerk's desk out in front of the barracks.
Hi.
We have presents.
Miss?
Yes.
All right.
We found the monsters that were attacking merchants, and we have proof of their demise in this bag. And I would like to give them to somebody in the military because I was informed that people in the military are interested in such things.
Okay, I will leave a note, and I can give those to Commander Foston. That's fine.
Okay, great. They're pretty big because they're hill giant faces.
I will leave a note about hill giant faces.
Okay. Should I just leave them here?
Yes.
So I get the 3 rolled
Make
up
sure they don't unroll.
hill giant faces out of the bag.
All right.
So if you think these smell bad, you should really smell where they live.
Yeah, the lair was pretty bad.
Yeah. Oh, let's give them directions to the lair in case they want to investigate.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So first you're going to turn left at the faceless hill giants.
All right.
Then put them outside the door.
Yeah.
Okay. I think they can get down at least to the ferry.
Yeah. You get to the ferry, you cross. Look for dead hill giants. It's going to be pretty obvious because they're dead hill giants.
Oh yeah, we left that one next to the road, huh?
Yeah, there's one right next to the road.
Forever. Well, nothing we can do about that.
I mean, if you have anybody that disposes of dead hill giants, you might want to send them out on this mission.
It sounds like
because
it, yeah.
There are a lot
Send out
of
some
there.
cleaners.
There are 3 dead hill giants out there.
They're big too.
Yeah, that's
That's a lot
it's a
of-
lot. I'm not gonna lie to you, buddy. It's a lot of dead hill giants.
It's a lot of dead hill giants.
It's a lot of dead hill giants.
Yeah.
All right.
A little meaty.
It's a lot.
Wow. Okay. It's impressive.
There's the proof that it's hill giants and
Aurora and Theophraxis did this.
and Cyril, the honey
And
merchant,
Cyril, the honey merchant.
Took him down.
Brave man.
threw some honey at him.
Well,
He said, "I'll get so
He
much
honey potted them.
Yeah, he honey potted him right in the
The honey pots.
right in the honey pots. He said, this is valuable, but the
The greater good.
the greater good. It's important.
See, that's a good lesson you should learn. The greater good.
I should learn that lesson.
Well, we should all learn that lesson. We should all keep that in mind.
Yeah,
Cyril gave away his honey pots for the greater good.
right? And his horse.
And his wagon.
Mm-hmm. It was not a well-made wagon, though. It hit me and just flew apart.
I can leave that note for the commander. Yeah.
Yeah, all of it. Leave all of that.
It's a great note.
It's a really good note.
It's a lot of things.
You should give Cyril an official commendation for his bravery.
I can put in the recommendation, but I mean, the commander would handle any sort of commendations like that.
That would be awesome.
Possibly a parade.
I don't know if that'll
We
happen.
are very humble,
The
and we
Cyril
don't
parade.
we don't need such things. Yeah, for taking care of those
Wonderful
giants.
Cyril. Oh, yeah, he deserves a parade.
Yeah.
Maybe some fireworks.
Hmm.
Because, fireworks.
Yeah.
I can do fireworks.
You guys have a lot of things that are going on, don't you?
We're very busy people.
Have you ever thought about somebody writing down these stories?
You know what? I do that.
Okay, because I know somebody, but if you've got that covered, that's
Oh,
fine.
who do you know?
Just, like a cousin who does things like this, but that's fine.
I'd like to meet your cousin.
That sounds like a great idea.
Yeah. Maybe we can meet up after we've done the next beer.
Yeah, that'd be great.
I can talk to her. I'm sure she'd be interested.
Right on.
Cool.
Always good to meet more bards.
Yeah. And follow us around and document our story.
Yeah, talk about how
Amazing.
great we are.
Yeah. I'm digging this. Let's do it.
Because, otherwise I'm just tooting my own horn and nobody likes that. See, that's why I'm talking up Cyril so much. Because I was just talking about how great I am.
He would sound
I'd sound
lead
like a
pinhead.
jerk,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. Cyril. It's really good.
I guess I can talk to my cousin and see if maybe she wants to meet with you and hear about all these amazing stories.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
great.
Nice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I'll just leave this entertaining note for my commander then.
Thank
Yeah.
you. And what's your name again?
3 hill giant faces.
3
Peyton.
Hill Giant Faces is a weird name.
That's a very weird name.
Yeah, Peyton is my name.
Peyton.
That's not quite true.
His last name is Clark.
Nope, sorry. That would be too much fun.
Okay.
Clark is a good last name, though, right? Everybody's name is Clark.
Huh?
Okay, all set.
All right. I'm writing him down as guy at military.
Yeah, I wrote him down as clerk at the military command, so that's perfect.
Clerk at the military.
Mm-hmm. He's
I'm
a
now
clerk.
putting in parentheses, clerk.
Come on.
This is just weird.
I don't know what else to say to you
This
guys.
is weird. I made it weird.
Everything you guys have done so far is weird. Just so we're clear, this was a
Now
weird
this
adventure.
is weird.
Oh, okay. Well, at least you guys have recognized it's weird finally, so that's good. People are going to ask why the episode skipped from 35 to 37 in the future. You're like, I have no idea. What happened?
I don't know what happened.
Scooter's like,
It's the
delete.
last episode.
It's weird.
And
Yeah.
then later on, they'll restitch a whole new episode out of it, but it'll be flashbacks.
Yep. Yep. It's going to be very Doctor Who-esque. It'll be great.
No, it's good. It's Interstellar Cable. What do you want from us?
Hey, guys. Yeah. This stuff's all broadcast by magic anyways.
Cable, no.
Okay. So,
You guys have done remarkably well. It took you till 9 o'clock to totally break
God,
down.
You know what? Okay, we should make a portal gun while we're at it, right? And get it over with.
why not?
Yeah, sure. Okay,
I
so...
think clearly I'm Morty in this
I
situation.
think so, yeah.
Still haven't seen the show.
Okay.
Wait, that means it's the Council of Theos. Yes!
So glad I have no context.
Okay.
A
At
whole
any
borough
rate,
run by Theos.
yeah, but you're gonna end up electing Aurora with an eye patch. Wow, we went down the rabbit hole.
Two eye patches.
Okay,
Double the pirate.
so we're gonna
That's cool.
go back to McBrewer's.
You go back to McBrewer's.
Back to McBrothers.
It's now like 1 o'clock in the afternoon. So when you knock on the door, Eula's nephew opens the door. Oh, hey, let's
Hey.
you in. Ruthen is off somewhere over in the corner, and he kind of waves at you as he's like tasting something out of another vat of beer.
So, another beer run?
Eula's in her office.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
You go back there, and Eula says, "All right, it's good to see you. So I talked to the other merchants who had problems with their shipments, and it sounds like something happened right after the river crossing over by the river ferry. I drew a map." And she goes over on her desk. She says, "So you've got this spot here. This is where ships are usually loaded, and then over here's where the river crossing is. So it had to be somewhere here in this path between the two."
So, we found some giants.
Yeah, you already went and did it, didn't you?
We did.
Yeah.
All right, it's fine.
Well, you weren't here, and we figured that was something we could do.
That was like an hour
It was
and a half.
really just kind of a scouting mission, and it turned into kind of a...
I'm glad I only drew one
horror
map. That's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate the map. It's a really lovely map.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
If you want to, there are still 3 giant faces down at the military barracks if you want to see them.
I don't think dwarf bear...
I made a map, but that doesn't mean I want to see a whole bunch of
It's
giant
pretty
faces.
gruesome.
They have a couple of holes in them.
Oh yeah, one's probably a
They
little
perforated it.
cooked. Yeah.
Some dwarves like to go around fighting giants. Some dwarves like to stay home and brew beer.
Yeah.
I like to do neither one. I like to sell the beer. That's what I do.
Talking about how's Urs doing?
Probably fine. I mean, you know, she writes every once in a while, but she's kind of absent-minded. She doesn't really pay very good attention to things like that.
She doesn't strike me as a great writer.
Well, I mean, she writes words in Dwarvish and puts them on paper and then gets someone to give them to us. That's pretty good for
That's
her.
right.
I mean, that's great for Urs.
Plus, I mean, the last I heard, she was down south, and it takes a lot of time for a letter to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So we're ready for the next
yeah,
beer
next,
run.
next beer run.
To Bears Cross?
You're going to go to Bayer's Cross?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
we could.
Sure. The Roaring Lion's been looking for beer for a long time. They've
Alright.
not gotten a ship in a while.
Cool.
All right, well, let's just do that.
Okay.
Do we know how many?
Well, I've got them down for 45 casks, but you can't take that much at one time, right? 30 is what you said is your
30
limit?
is kind of
Yeah,
what
30
we
is
can
kind
do.
of the limit. Yeah.
Take 30 and then get payment and then bring it back. They haven't paid for it in advance. This is a standing order that's quite a ways out of date.
Okay.
Okay. Sure.
Sure, we'll get him the 30 and then come back and get the other 15.
Yeah, that works.
We'll
Okay.
get paid for all of it, though.
Yeah, I think what you should do is you should just pay me and then get them to pay you directly.
All right.
Cool.
Because I invoice them at a little bit higher rate than I charge you.
Okay.
So you should get 210 gold back from them when you see them.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, we should take the south gate this time since we just learned that there's a south gate.
Right.
Even though I've been living here for years. 200 what?
They should pay you 210. You should be paying me 150.
Okay, I'm giving you 150. Let's see here. Let's
And they're
roll
going to
that.
pay us 210.
Right.
You just have to give her 150 right now. No one's paid you anything yet.
Alright, so 45, so 3.
You guys have to survive going to Bayer's Cross and getting in and out.
And then if they don't get... Oh, it's a good thing I took those faces out of my bag.
I know, right? So 220 with the back move?
You should get 210 back. You should be getting 7 gold per cask. That's the standard merchant's rate.
Okay. Okay. Alright, so take it.
Which is a net gain of 60.
You guys will be rich at this rate by the end of the week.
I know, right?
It's good.
As long
I'm
as
sure
that.
nothing bad is going to happen in there.
As long
It's a
as
good thing you
Dad
guys
doesn't-
didn't just fight some ghost pirate revenant and get several thousand gold pieces worth of money
Well,
where
I
you
mean,
might
you
need
know.
this. Right.
You know what? People that fall into ghost pirate money, they tend to really just go through it because they do
Really
things
quick.
like quit their jobs.
Yeah, and they spend it on ridiculous stuff.
You know,
And then
not-
their family comes around and just demands money from them.
You have to go get your own hill giant faces. You can't go around just buying those off the shelf.
I
with
know,
no broken
right?
notes.
Those
We're,
are
we're not
expensive.
going to make that mistake.
That's right.
Yeah. You're gonna earn every hill giant face we come across.
It's a good thing that I don't have a goal of saying anything with a straight face on camera. It's good.
Okay. So at any rate,
Yeah.
it's a Giggle Fest show. I don't know.
And
if
you
that's-
have 30 casks of beer now.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, 30 and a half?
Maybe a half. You guys are down to like foam at this point.
Like,
Made it pretty hard.
Yeah.
All right, well, yeah. Let's
yeah.
go to
Okay.
Roaring.
On your way out, Ruth and
Roaring
like
Lion.
waves you over to him. Come here. I'm gonna top that off for you.
Oh, yes!
Just don't go around calling it summer wheat again, whatever that is.
All right.
Pulls it down.
What do you call that?
Beer.
They just
Beer.
call it beer. But they're very
If you're gonna brew it
straightforward.
this good, why would you have all these varieties and things like that? Just brew a good beer.
Fair enough. Fair.
That's all
Well,
we
this
do.
is an awesome beer. This is a great beer.
What can I say? We do a good job.
Awesome.
I'm gonna start writing down the places we're delivering beer on the back of my bag of holding. So we've got Tabor's
Tabor's Tavern so far, yeah.
and that's gonna be fortnightly.
Yes. Make sure you get your delivery. Make sure you have your delivery schedule set. If you miss a delivery, you might have some penalties. Financially. You don't want that.
And now we've got the roaring
Oh god, that's so funny.
Roaring Lion.
Fortnightly.
Roaring Lion.
Well, I can say bi-weekly, but why do that when I can say
Say
fortnightly?
Exactly.
That's right.
Okay, find out how much we're delivering to them. All right.
You guys. All right.
Bears Crossing.
You go
Bears
to Bayer's Cross.
Bayer's Cross.
Which has never gone well for us
No.
in the one time we went.
Oh yeah, 'cause they hate us
Yeah.
there. Well, we're just going to Roaring Lion, right?
Yeah, where they actually like us.
I didn't do anything stupid there, did I? No, it was the place in Eastkeep.
Probably. But I mean, how would anybody remember now? It's been, I look back at my notes, you guys were last there in session 6.
Oh,
Jeez, it's been forever.
let's disguise ourselves before we go.
Okay.
Okay, well, you're wearing a different dress.
I'm wearing a different dress.
Does that count as a disguise? Do we need more than this?
I have a disguise kit.
Do you have it? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
we're gonna
proficient
disguise
in
you.
disguise.
You're perfect. Yes, I want to disguise. Yes,
Okay.
I want to disguise.
Okay.
See how bad or good
All right,
it
I
is.
want to see if he's going to get just eyeliner or if he gets like a real disguise here.
Let's see.
Aw.
Oh, yours isn't great. So
she rolls for it. She immediately assigns you the crappy
I know,
roll.
right?
because I think it's what would it be based off? Dexterity.
Yes, in this case, let's go dexterity.
Okay, so you've got a you've got a 6 and 8.
Oh wow, that's a lot.
Yeah, 14.
That's not bad at all.
Okay, your hair looks really nice. It's like you're gonna look like a gnome. How disguised are we looking for? Like warts on the nose, like fake eyebrows,
Yeah, I kind of want to look like
fake beard.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that this disguise isn't great
Yep.
because he's asked for like the works. Like he keeps looking at it and going like, no.
Oh yeah, it
I
sounds
need
about right.
this
I need
extra
this.
thing done.
This
So the
beard,
hair is kind of
this
done up.
Eyeshadow.
Since he's wearing the pirate clothes, he's got like an elaborate coiffure done up, right?
Yeah.
Like a fake beard.
A stuffed parrot.
He's got a big
Stuffed parrot,
like
yeah.
a beauty mark on the
Yeah.
nose and things like,
Mark
or
on the
no,
nose,
like a
yeah.
beauty mark on the chin and like a wart on the nose,
Right.
and a stuffed parrot.
like really excessive, like eyeshadow coming out like this.
Yep, lots of blush, really accenting the cheekbones.
Whereas
Yeah.
Let's
Or
go.
worse,
Yes.
you basically look like an old school Klingon.
The disguise kit is mostly
Yes!
made for like
Yes,
pink-skinned
no,
humans,
no.
so it's good to get some of that makeup finely used.
Yeah.
So yeah,
With blush and
Meanwhile, Aurora's disguise for herself is 26.
so you pat down some orange dye on the fur, and you look like an orange tabaxi cat tiger instead of looking like a white tiger.
Yeah.
There you go. That's actually fairly convincing.
Yeah.
So there you go.
And I look like an old school Klingon.
And with the black dress, it's got kind of like a
Eyeshadow.
pumpkin Halloween look going
Yeah.
right now. So that's good.
Very pumpkin-y.
Yep. Okay, so Great Pumpkin and Captain Pirate.
Captain
Clark.
He has an
Captain
amazing,
Clark.
like badge that says Captain Pirate. Yes.
I have a badge that says Captain Pirate. I'll
Yep.
I'll actually manufacture that.
That's fine.
I'll
You
tinker
say,
that.
like, people aren't going to ever buy this disguise. If I don't have a badge,
I need
that
a
says
badge.
Captain
I mean, you are
Pirate.
wearing the big ruffly blouse. And,
Yeah, I'm
things
already
like that, so that's
halfway
good.
there. And I got an eye
Yep.
patch. I've got a second one just in case.
2 peg legs.
2 peg legs, 2 eye patches.
That's good. Yep, that totally work.
This is great.
I think you do have a peg leg, but it's obvious that your foot is.
It's like sticking out the side.
Yeah.
He's just holding the pig leg. That's fine.
Okay. You might not
Peg
recognize
leg.
you as Theophraxis, so I'm just going to think you're a weird dude.
So the real question is, with your limited knowledge of Bayer's Cross, where do you want to drop? Where is this store going to go?
Well, we have gone before, like outside the forest here, just outside. We
Yep.
did
You know where the mines are. You know where that hunting camp is. You know where the city is.
Let's go to the hunting camp.
Yeah, honeycomb.
Cool. You dropped the portal in the hunting camp.
Just because the disguise Aurora did for herself is twice as good as the one she did for you.
Don't exaggerate. It's almost.
Uh-huh.
Almost.
Uh-huh.
Because you have
Okay,
14.
cool.
That's a 26, right? Yeah.
You guys are in the hunting camp.
Awesome.
You can see Bayer's Cross up ahead. Nothing's
All right.
burning. Nothing
All
like
right,
that.
let's go deliver this bounty of joy.
Yes, let us do that. I've decided my character is spooky.
Okay. Alright, that's a scary sound you got there.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I walk with my hands crossed in front of me.
It's fine. You make your way towards the town. You manage to enter into this side of the Bayer's Cross, which is known as Mountain Watch, with no effort whatsoever. Let's see if anybody notices how crazy you look. Yes, you've been noticed. You do stand out. There is that.
Arr, what a fine land it is. I believe it.
Yes,
We're blending in.
we've certainly never been here before.
Arr, stranger in a strange land.
Yes, we're totally normal visitors.
The guards are all kind of noting you, but also as you walk past a wine shop, which you noticed before, you're also offered a chance to taste some wine. Would you like to try the wine?
Yes.
Arr, yes.
You look like you might be travelers, maybe you're thirsty. Why don't you come into the shop and you can try some of the various wines?
Okay, maybe a few glasses
Arr.
of wine.
Right.
It sounds good to me, matey.
You guys go through a couple flights of wine. Are you bringing any wine home with you?
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's likely.
You guys buy how many bottles of wine each? Shall I roll a d8?
Yeah, that sounds good.
3 bottles of wine each.
Alright.
This vintage pleases me.
Arr, reminds me of long sea voyages. From long ago. When it was long, long rides on the
We get
long
exactly what we asked for, didn't you? It's
It
great.
reminds me of a moonless night filled with clouds that obscure even the stars.
And do pirates sing? Pirates, not pirates. That's my accent.
I understood.
Oh, that's good.
All right. So you get some wine. You kind of meander through the market. You know, this is the area that's by the fountain in the middle of town. So nearby here is where you would find Gusto's shop, if you remember Gusto Gearwinder of Effusive Arms. But also, as we go a little farther in, there is the Roaring Lion. You worked there for like 2 days.
Yeah.
So,
I was like, that name sounds
there was a
familiar.
tea shop. You did some dancing out with
Yeah.
no singing or storytelling. And then there was the Roaring Lion, where there was a guy who was a not very great like lute player who you
Yeah.
didn't want to show up too bad and make cry. So
That sounds familiar too.
Mhm.
So, we did find the Roaring Lion?
you do find your way to the Roaring Lion. It is way louder like this.
Alright, do you want to go in first or should I?
I believe that I shall pass this way through the crowd, milling in front of me like so many maggots crawling upon the flesh of a dead beast.
You do that. I'll just walk in.
It's pretty busy and it's the middle of the afternoon, so this is where people start getting drunk and start sharing
Sounds
information. There are a lot of
Pirate
yeah. Okay, go ahead and make a performance check.
Awesome.
I'm gonna smoke and goth like.
Okay, performance check. This is specifically related to how your character entrance goes.
Yes!
Uh-huh.
I'm not doing so great at being gothy.
Wow.
8. But my disguise is real good.
That's great. I rolled a 1, so the audience all assume your disguise is your normal mode of dress and action.
17 on a performance check with a +0 on my
Wasted?
charisma.
What do you mean wasted? That's the best you would possibly do.
I
It's
know! I'm like, this is so good!
great. You are the best looking pirate in this place, and everybody thinks you're a pirate.
Yeah,
And a
puff out
spooky
my
goth
chest.
tiger. Things are going well.
Even though when I see some people like enjoying themselves, I break out into a wide smile, which sort of totally like get
That's
away.
not goth at all.
Not goth.
Yeah.
They probably think you're on
I'm
something.
like, psst, you're smiling.
Oh,
Much better.
I am. My soul is black as the night is black. I wear black on the outside, for black is how I feel on the inside.
And Theophraxis forgets he's a pirate every once in a while and starts skipping, but then comes back to himself. Yep. You make your way up to the bartender.
Loud, it's right behind you.
The bartender looks at you and up at you. What can I get you?
We have a delivery from McBurr's Beer for you.
An East Keep?
Yes.
That's great. All right. And he throws a towel over his shoulder. Okay, where's the wagon at?
Well, it's actually in these bags.
All right. And he starts unloading casks.
30 casks.
All right, we usually get 45 at a time.
Unfortunately, with this method of transportation, we can only carry 30 at a time.
This is all we could carry.
It's been a while either way. We need it.
All right. Well,
The
you
local
want
stuff's
more
not
than,
the same.
So we were going to return with the other 15, but you want more.
Well, I mean, just bring the 15 for now. I mean, I don't have that much money laying around here or anything like that.
Yes, the money, the booty. They mentioned booty.
Yep. Let me get your payment. Comes back.
210.
Yep. He comes back, leaves a fairly biggish bag of gold there. Okay.
All right. We will be back.
We'll be back
Fortnightly.
faster than the... Yes. Fortnightly?
No, it's not.
Using my dark powers of magic, we shall return within 3 hours. And then I walk backwards out the door.
The parrot caws 3 times. Beware the black spots.
All right. Eastkeepers. There will now be the weird rumor that all Eastkeepers are carnival folk. That's fine.
So wait. So
Oh wait, let me just smell it.
did he pay us for like
He gave us 210.
right,
Which
which
is
is
for
for
the
the 30, right?
Yeah.
So there should be
We're gonna go back
more
to
for
15
the
more.
initial
Yeah.
15. Okay.
That was so much fun. Let's do it again.
I enjoyed myself as much as I can enjoy myself.
I know you almost cracked a smile. Yeah, you almost did it again.
That happened. In the game, not in real life. You are passing past effusive arms on the outside, and every once in a while as you go past,
Music to my ears.
there's that.
I'm gonna
And they are
Get my-
gunshots to my ears.
I'm gonna get out my musket and just fire one off in the air for the hell of it.
That's fine. Dude. Oh, hey, you just realized you're not actually a pirate because now a couple of the town's watch are walking over to you because you're shooting in the middle of the town square.
Oh,
That maybe was not the wisest idea.
this is true. Sorry, folks, it went off by accident.
We just saw you take that out of your bag and shoot in the air. That doesn't seem very accidental.
Well, I got overly excited. You see, the effusive arms over there was making a noise, and I thought it was a mating call, and I got a little carried away.
Do you want to go and make a persuasion roll on this? We're going to end with you guys in jail like every time you go to Bayer's Cross. It's fine.
Yes! 16.
All right, well,
That's charisma,
let me
right?
show you the way back to the market, and please don't shoot any more firearms.
I'm sorry. I get a little silly every once in a while.
From now on, he'll be as silent as a tomb with a silent spell cast upon it.
That's pretty silent.
I'm glad to point out to you guys, there's only 10 more minutes of these shenanigans tonight, so just so we're clear, it's going to happen at some point. All right,
It came to an end.
you get shown out of the market, or out into the market, and then
Thank
they're
you,
hoping
lad.
you're going to leave.
Yeah,
All right, be careful.
I will.
I'm always
Doing a beer.
careful.
No, I'm on duty.
Wine.
Thank you.
Sad thing. Duty.
Of all the things you have to go for, it's like, come on.
It's a little
That's
job.
fine, that's fine. Playing a gnome for a reason. All right. Are you guys going to try to make a return trip back and forth?
Yeah.
With the speed of a transition, a montage. We get you over to, you guys have lots of fun. You go all the way back to McBrewer's Beer, you resupply, you drink some beers with Eula's nephew. You guys walk around, do some more shopping, go back, and Theo remembers that he's got some accents that'll really go with his pirate outfit. Goes and gets them in his room. You guys go over to the Golden Quill. You manage to find like a really nice floppy hat. Go back over into Bayer's Cross, deliver the other 15 barrels of beer or casks, get paid, and manage to find your way back out into the market.
How often do they want deliveries, by the way?
That's a great question. Their usual delivery schedule, according to Eula, is monthly. Because they're not used to this idea you can get
Monthly.
beer back so quickly.
Monthly and fortnightly.
I tell the people at the Roaring Lion that my name is Raven flying over the mountain pass,
Okay?
but they can call me Raven.
Okay, you are now the tabaxi known as Raven there. Hopefully you won't forget to wear your disguise sometime and then just accidentally go as Aurora, because that would be awkward.
Be Captain Fuzzy Boots. I'm in Fuzzy Boots though.
I'm looking forward to every month you guys having to put these disguises on just so that you can go deliver beer and then leave and go take them off. And you have to do it twice, too.
You're Captain Fuzzy Boots.
I think I might want to be Captain Fuzzy Boots. Yes, I want to be Captain Fuzzy Boots.
It's fine. It's
Okay.
fine. I've been listening to a lot of campaign podcasts. This is normal for
Okay.
RPGs.
So we are now Raven flying over the mountain path in Captain
Captain Fuzzy Boots.
Yep.
Beer Angels.
But it only happens during normal stream times. There's not going to be like a second spin-off show of just Aurora and Theophraxis, just so we're clear. That's not happening.
Right. Wait, guys, I know that we're in the middle of an adventure, but I have a really accurate device here.
My alarm's going off. Damn.
Sorry.
Yeah, Arvin's going to be like, no, I'll keep turning these undead till you guys come back. It'll be great.
You know, it'll be like an hour. Yeah, just stop and come back. And, yeah.
Yeah. What could go wrong?
All right.
Sounds good.
So I make a note of the specific things that we were doing to disguise ourselves.
Yes, I want the pirate outfit.
And now you have an elaborate disguise journal. It's very
Yes,
good.
and in fact, I write, and it's my disguise journal is written in Tabaxi, and I write, "Oh dear God," next to like.
That's fair.
But
But the real question is it because you're so surprised by how good your disguises are? Since this is like the first time you really disguise
I think
people?
that's how you're
or-
feeling. You're feeling pretty impressed.
I'm more surprised about the fact that like people didn't instantly see through the Theophraxis disguise of Theophraxis demand that I make for him.
Uh-huh.
Which
The
has-
acting.
Yeah.
I mean, clearly it's the pirate acting that carried it.
Awesome.
Yeah. She like makes a little drawing of a dumb like stinky being stupid. Going to
Yeah, good times.
All
So
right.
at this point, you guys are like kicking your feet up into the Infinity Tower at the end of a long day of delivering hooch.
yeah.
And I don't know, there's probably a fireplace somewhere where you guys can just
Yeah.
like kick back and
Yeah.
relax and
Yeah.
enjoy a nice mug of wine or McBrewer's beer.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Mix them together.
yeah,
That
let's not
sounds
do
terrible.
that. Yeah, they're gonna call that a gnomish corkscrew or something.
Hey.
That sound good.
Beer
You
and
know
wine
what?
mixed
You know what I
together.
think really improved everything for you and I, Theo?
Hmm.
That nobody else was around to mess it up.
I'm telling you.
I mean, that was smooth.
It did, right? No problems.
I think we gotta
No
blow it
hitches.
up.
Yeah.
You guys managed to make 3 beer deliveries technically, right? So that's good.
Quite a bit of gold. I didn't remember.
Fought some hill giants. Did not get a second pistol. Did not do anything else of consequence throughout the day. So that's important. That's good.
I will want to get a second pistol.
One of these days,
It was
but
all
right
of
now we're supposed to be on.
consequence. I got deliveries. I have a delivery schedule,
Got a delivery schedule.
and
yeah.
I've got an Eastkeep alias.
That's right. East
Yeah, I got
yeah.
an East Keys too.
Hey, Captain Fuzzy Boots.
I love that.
Well, it's like a Bear's Cross alias. I guess you could use an Eastkeep too.
Oh, I keep saying Eastkeep when I mean Bear's Cross. Yeah, I have a Bear's Cross
The
alias.
only downside, you guys want to make an intelligence roll real fast here because I know how much you guys love those.
Oh yeah, I'm super smart. 14.
And that one I blew. Just a straight intelligence?
Yep.
10.
Nice. Okay, that's what I was looking for. It's not that bad. It's not that critical. But you're kicking your feet up after your long day, like you've got all your disguise
Yes, you
makeup
are.
off and everything like that. And you realize that you told that clerk at the military office you would meet him later, and he would introduce you to his cousin, who was an author.
Oh, we've got to go meet his cousin.
Oh, crap!
Well, let's go back.
Let's go back.
So you go back. You make your way all the way back to Eastkeep.
I forgot.
No, it's okay. I mean, you guys, it wasn't consequential. We did go montagey, so that makes sense. You guys might have thought you were going to get that done and so forth, right?
Yeah, I thought it was maybe happening during the montage.
I just wanted to go Theophraxis shopping montage. I didn't think we needed another loop back to go into Bear's Cross in the same pirate outfit again, or spooky cat outfit and so forth.
I'm back to actually my normal.
Yeah, I'm not doing the pirate thing.
Yeah, you guys are normal now, right? Now, is normal black dress or is normal now back to the blue
No, I'm
outfit?
totally back to normal.
Okay.
Now the black dress is officially my Raven outfit.
So you're going to need to mark off 3 fancy clothes in your bag of holding now.
Wow.
So
I'm full on pirate outfit.
I've got
but
the
not
pirate clothing, 2 fancy clothes, and my regular clothes.
there you go. So you go back to the military, the inner keep, you go down, you see the guy who's out in front, the clerk, and he's not wearing, like, he doesn't look like he's at the duty desk now. He actually looks like he's off. Those faces are gone, everything's been cleaned up. He says, "Oh, I wasn't sure if you're going to come back or not, but I stuck around just in case you're going to make it back."
Good, thanks. Sorry we were late. We had a lot of stuff going on.
Well, sure. I mean, if you're going to be around killing hill giants, man, that's pretty impressive stuff.
And your tasks.
Yeah, I think they actually sent out a recovery team, and people found where the bodies were and stuff.
Oh,
It
good.
sounded like there was a lot that happened with it.
It was a mess.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what they said. So, yeah, do you want to meet my cousins? See if maybe there's something there where if you want to get these stories out, I mean, maybe
Sure.
that'd be
Oh,
useful.
yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you know where the Night Watch is?
Yeah.
Okay. And so,
Right, we know where Night Watch is.
Wait. Your cousin's not Mathilda, is it?
yeah,
Oh, God
that's all I have.
damn.
I just want to make sure we got to that part. Are you going to go there and meet with her, though? Or are you just going to stay here now that this guy's been standing here off duty and go,
Thank you. Yeah, why don't you take us over to her? You can tell her about all of our great deeds.
yeah, come on.
I forget.
Mathilda is it's her frenemy over at the Night Watch, yes.
Oh,
Probably
yeah.
just nemesis is really the term we want to use. So he walks you back over to the Night Watch. And as he walks in, Mathilda is sitting on a bar stool being bought drinks by guys. And when he starts telling her the story, she seems interested for a second. Then he points over at the corner at the two of you. You see her face fall.
I go like that.
She pushes him. It goes back to what she was doing before.
Oh. Ouch.
And that's how we play D&D, guys.
I guess we might as well just get some drinks and relax.
Might as well just get some drinks and relax.
We've only had 20 so far today.
Right. Don't worry. You guys will take a long rest and you'll regain all that liver damage and everything will be fine. Okay.
We are not
Well,
dwarves. We cannot pound it like this.
that's the conversation the next morning. You guys have to save that for next session.
Like, what is going on?
And everyone's gonna be like, "No, I said I have 3 more deliveries to do." It's gonna be good stuff. Okay. You guys, thank you for having a very entertaining session of D&D. If you're watching at home, thanks for watching because we clearly know exactly what we're doing. We love it. Yeah, I mean, make sure you make time to tabletop so you can have fun, awesome experiences like this and just have fun with your friends. Thank you guys everywhere, and we're going to call it.
All right.
That's it for us.